Hey everybody, welcome to Penny for a Tale, FableForge Hearts of Shadow live Tuesday night. Finally, every time we take a break for a week, I swear it feels like it's a month in between playing. It's so ridiculous. It drives me crazy. But we are here. Everybody is happy and healthy. Shaybs is not here. They are in the process of real life stuff, so they're going to be missing for a few sessions, unfortunately, but we love them and can't wait to see them back. Before we kick off tonight's session, jumping in with this incredibly tense atmosphere that you all found yourselves in, we do have some announcements. We're going to start with Mitch, and then we will hop on over to Sammy. So Mitch, take it away.
Yeah, so tomorrow at approximately between 8 a.m. to 9 a.m., I'm going to press the launch button, and we are going to fund this thing ASAP. So really excited. Necrobiotic comes out tomorrow after a long and painstaking process, along with the quick start and everything. It's right there. We are at 742 pre-launch emails. Whoop whoop. So if 200 of y'all sign up, we're gonna be at that goal. But we have people like Matthew Dawkins doing a stretch goal. He's the one who wrote most of the World of Darkness stuff. We have Peternalo, who did the Cult Divinity Lost 4th Edition from Helmgas. We have Steffi Devon, who is part of Angry Hamster Publishing, Noir Enigma, Draconics, all these amazing people hopping on as stretch goal writers. And we want to make custom cards for everyone and make this the best TTRPG out on the market. Wow, perfect.
Okay, so real quick, and I'm going to box you in tightly here because I know and I love how Mitch is. Mitch, what is the 2-sentence summary of what Necrobiotic is? Because I don't even know if you've ever said what it is on this platform.
Yeah, I don't know either. Yeah, in our stream.
2 sentences.
Oh god, Necrobiotic is a melancholy and macabre deck building TTRPG based in the year 2100 in Florence. Second sentence. Where the dead act as our labor force. So they take care of your kids. They take care of farming with leathery tan skin stretched over their skeletal figure. They are programmed to perform our basic needs because humanity is dead and dying.
Okay. Macabre, I think, is an accurate description. And thank you for the 2 sentences. So Kickstarter tomorrow morning, correct?
Yeah. We're going to have a launch party here at Penny for a Tale with some of the people involved. So us, and then Italy is also having a launch party where the original game came out. And then right afterwards, I'm going to get my second vaccine. So it's just going to be a cray day.
Nice. All right, Sammy, you're up.
Well, mine is not nearly as exciting as that. But I do have my own D&D Twitch channel, twitch.tv/DrachmaNDemigods. We are a relatively new fledgling channel where we tell Greek-inspired D&D stories set in my homebrew world, centered around my homebrew race of demigod. We are really new. I think we just finished episode 10 a few weeks ago, so we're really hoping to expand our reach. So if you like the shows on here, you like D&D, definitely check us out. You can check us out at twitch.tv/DrachmaNDemigods. But if you want the full archive of our episodes, you can check us out on YouTube as well. And we also stream every Monday. That's our next episode will be Monday at 7:30 Eastern. Will be episode 11.
Thank you. I would also like to add that I have sat in on quite a few of those episodes, usually lurking and doing DM prep, and they are awesome. And Sammy is an incredible DM, really brings his acting skills to the front, and has a lot of awesome homebrew content. However, Sammy has also completely neglected to ever invite me to play in this game. So.
This is
that
bad.
is
Hey, if we get 10 people from this stream, from Penny for a Tale, to watch next episode on my channel, and you put in chat, hey, I'm from Penny for a Tale, I will make plans to make sure that Joe gets in to show.
I'm gonna make 10 dummy accounts, and we're gonna do this like 10 incognito browser Twitch channel things. I'll be like, hey, we all want it. Give me.
There you go.
You heard it here first, folks. Sammy is looking to derail his campaign for the low price of 10 viewers. That's what we're looking at here. All right. So, all that aside, also, I know that Lexi didn't have an announcement, but check Lexi out on Twitch as well when she does go live. She has some awesome horror-themed, traditionally content, really chill stream, and you get to hear that amazingly cute voice all the time. It's great. So do that, please. All right, turn the music
Also,
back up.
You're playing the video game of all time.
Yes, I am playing Resident Evil Village with big mommy knife hands, which I actually just defeated that boss fight. So that's in the VOD if anybody wants to go see that. It was
so
crazy.
You're done, right? That's it.
No.
There's no more gameplay.
Well, yeah, there shouldn't be any more gameplay after that. She was just the whole game, but unfortunately there are 3 more parts.
My favorite clip so far is a person running around like slapping her in the butt with like a fly swatter and then running away from her and then just kind of coming back and slapping her again. It's just
relatable video game content.
The internet never fails to enlighten. That's amazing. Okay, so we need to play D&D. We can hang out all night, and maybe we need just regular hangout streams, but we need to play D&D. So we're gonna play D&D. Damn it. Here we go. My friends, last session, you were attempting to escape from this drow raiding party, hunting party, attempting to entrap you and either capture or kill you and the refugees traveling with you. Not entirely sure, but either way, there was a lot of arrows, there have been quite a few dead bodies, and some interesting encounters along the way. You were able to call in a favor that Lorelai had earned from the tree spirit here in the depths of the Darkwood, and a herd of mystical, strange, elk-like creatures arrived to spirit away the refugees to safety towards the village of Rabalka, sending them quickly, supernaturally quickly, along the road back towards Rabalka. You continued your trek east to find a place to stand, or to lose the drow, or come up with a plan, something. Day passed into night, and you decided to take rest amongst the low-hanging branches of a massive tree off the beaten path. Surrounding you, dotting the area up on this small hill this tree stood upon, were these little mounds that you noticed as you erected this Liamon's tiny hut. Brian had Liamon's tiny hut pop up, and you noticed these while you were on watch. As Seraia and Lorelai, 99% sure, were on watch, the strange sounds started to impact the dome around you, and before you knew it, you were surrounded by these strange, gaunt, thin-skinned, bright-eyed creatures wielding these massive branch and bone clubs. You could tell that they couldn't see you, knowing the arcane magic of Liam's tiny hut had a opaque appearance on the outside, but you quickly gathered that they were still able to hear you discussing and rustling about upon the inside of the dome. Knowing you weren't in any immediate danger, Seraia and Lorelai decided to allow the rest of the party to complete their rests so they could be fully fit for whatever was to come next. And in the meantime, these creatures were slapping and biting and hitting the dome, trying to get in, trying to find out what was there. You're not entirely sure. You did gather that they were intentionally being quiet as well, and you started to feel vibrations beneath your feet. Also, you saw some of these creatures going in and out of these small mounds pockmarking the hill in what are apparently somewhat hidden burrowing holes. Since then, the entire party has been aroused, including Therazon Frazian, the drow rogue-like individual that helped you escape from the drow parties in the first place and has been traveling with you since then. You've all gotten ready for battle while all these creatures surround you, and that is where we stopped. So that is where we're going to pick back up. Everything I just described is still true. All these creatures are around you. There's, I forget the number, I didn't count them, but maybe 24, give or take, moving around, slapping, licking. I know we have knives out. I know we have magic ready. What are y'all doing?
Leroy Jenkins? The famous
if I remember
halfling.
correctly, there was one that had already popped up underneath the hut that we had killed, right?
That is not accurate. What happened was you sliced out beyond the hut at one that was directly against it. You slashed it twice, it died, rolled over. And then the rest of them, seeing this, kind of backed up out of arm's reach from the edge of the hut.
I will look to my compatriots. These things are many, but they are not the strongest things we have fought. I think if we do this wisely, we can take these all out.
I mean, I'm good with. I would like to take them all out.
Let's do it wisely.
Die to these things.
I'm gonna jump out with my twin, like, woo!
Oh no, you're just jumping out?
We should pop out and in, as much as we can.
Fucking A!
You say as Sofiane jumps out of Layman's tiny hut. All right, I'm gonna change the music over. Everybody, go ahead and roll for me initiative.
Yeah.
No.
Let me do some bookkeeping here.
What is it this time?
Let Go by Trick Daddy, featuring Lil Jon and Twista.
Oh geez, you got your own battle music? Is that what we're doing?
Oh yeah.
Well, thank you for that. I appreciate that.
I love you. It's just, you know, he's more hip hop and stuff. You know, it's just
That's
they don't
okay.
have a lot of that in fantasy realms.
All right.
If he was in Lord of the Rings, he'd be back there with like a iPod or something. He'd be like a DJ.
That's fair. I'm just doing some bookkeeping on the combat tracker here, clearing out because I added all of them, which was not ideal. All right.
Oh yeah, no, there is way too many of these.
Let me fix this initiative and we will get started.
Oh, I feel like I had an idea for what I was gonna do, and then we took a week break, and now I don't remember. I should have.
Don't you love that?
I remember exactly my strategy, which is try to get sneak attack as much as possible.
Okay, so Seraya's talking. Sofiane and his echo jump out of the bubble. Morgan, you sensed he was about to do this. You have the initiative. What are you gonna do?
I'm also going to jump out so I can start attacking.
All right.
So I'll come out here and use my Slayer's Prey on this one.
Okay, so for the first attack, everybody gets coming out of this bubble. You are unseen, so you have advantage.
Oh, sweet. Okay. Woo. 24 to hit for 6 damage, but I have my Slayer's Prey, so then he also gets an extra 6. So 12 damage total.
All right, popping out. Sword comes across, a massive cut goes through his belly. He doubles over and starts bleeding out this strange bluish blood on the ground, the snow around you.
Is he dead?
He is.
Okay, so I'm gonna move on to this one, this guy over here.
You got it.
Uh, 23 to hit for 9 damage.
A horizontal strike across the chest. You expose his ribs. He's still up though.
Can he not be?
Not with that damage.
I mean, like, dang.
Not with that damage. Anything else?
I don't think I can't hit him again. I used my bonus action already.
Okay.
Yeah, no, I'll stay out and pray to God I don't die.
Okay, you got it. Sofiane, you're up.
Shaybs in chat. Hello.
Hello, Shaybs.
Hello. Popping up.
Charlotte, I need.
And yeah, gonna slash. Oh,
Okay,
no.
so we can just pop out of the the hut like at any location. There's not like an entrance. or an
Correct.
exit.
Correct.
Okay.
100% accurate.
But Brian can't leave.
Okay, Brian,
Correct.
sit the fuck down and shut the fuck up.
Did you roll that
Damn,
with
Lorelai.
advantage? Sofiane, did you roll with
Oh.
advantage?
No,
I'm
I
kidding.
didn't.
Okay.
Reminding me.
I don't want to rob you of a potential 20.
No.
Okay.
No. Does
All right,
14
so-
hit?
14 does hit.
Woo! 8 damage.
8. All right, you got it.
Is it dead?
It is not. Slice across the side of the throat. Big wound. Still up.
Oh god. Do I still have advantage, or is it just
No, just the first attack. Yep.
Oh, fumbles butt. All right, so 10 misses, right?
A 10. Yep. Blocks it with his club.
All right, so my Shadow's gonna attack.
Okay.
Shadow, do 15?
15 hits.
Yeah, 8 damage to this one. So I'm attacking this one. The Shadow attacked this one.
Okay. So it's gonna be 8 to each of those then.
Yeah.
Okay. You got it.
And action Soij.
Let's do it.
So yeah. Going to attack that one that I've been attacking. Oh my god, that was almost a crit.
Almost.
For 9 damage.
All right. It's dead.
Woo! Gonna move up and attack this one.
Okay.
For 8 damage.
Yep. You got it.
And the Shadow is going to attack this one.
All right.
For 9 damage.
Takes it out.
Whoosh. Yeah, we're like, what? Come at us.
So
They're friendly.
in full Sofiane spirit, he busts out with the echo, and you see a flurry of blades and shadowy movements, and suddenly 2 of these creatures drop, and the third one is left with a massive diagonal cut across its torso. Anything else, Sofiane?
He's just like he's like put a dagger right through one's rib cage, snaps it off, broken bones flying out. He like lifts this thing in the air, like slams it down like an alley-oop, ripping his blade out like, come on, motherfuckers, let's do this.
You got it.
Excited.
Lorelai, you have the initiative. However, just so you know, at this time, as
Oh,
you're
no.
readying yourself, you feel the ground tremble once more, and then this opening begins to separate beneath your feet.
An opening, so it's not like something digging through. It's just an opening.
It's like the ground kind of cracked a bit.
Oh. Okay, well, I'm gonna step over and go through Brian and pop out right here.
Okay.
And I'm gonna tidal wave from this guy to this guy
Shit.
in a straight, like 30-foot line, like this way towards the other one. So it should hit all of them. So all 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So it should hit all 6.
All right, go for it. Also, before I forget, everybody else, it's been a week, so I forgot. It is pitch black outside, except for the light inside the bubble from the light cantrip. So y'all's advantage would have been nullified, and you would all be rolling with disadvantage. Those of you who don't have dark vision or something similar. I'm
Okay.
gonna eat that because I forgot it.
Yeah.
DC 14 dexterity saving throw for all of them. And then
Alright.
they take 24 bludgeoning damage. Half if they make it. They're prone if they don't make it. And they take full damage if they don't make it.
So we're looking at these 4 right here, correct?
All 6 of them.
All 6 of them?
Yeah, so this one to this one.
Range.
Because it's a 30-foot wall starting here and going here. And it's going that way towards the other 4 in between them.
Okay, you got it. So dex saves all around, yes?
Yes, DC 14.
Okay. So we got... First one is a success. I'm going left to right across the board.
Okay.
Second one is a fail. Third one here is a fail. Fourth one here is a success. Fifth one here is a success. And last one here is a fail. So this one, and this one succeeded.
Okay, the ones that succeeded take half damage, and they're not prone, so they take 12 damage.
Okay.
And then the ones who failed are knocked prone, and they take 24 damage.
Okay, so Lorelai channels arcane energy, and out of the ground, this spiral of water spins up thin as a blade before expanding and rushing across left to right in front of her. All of these creatures get washed and bucked about and knocked against the ground and the holes in the trees. And when the water finally subsides, drenching, soaking wet, they're all motionless.
Okay.
Drown some people.
Yo,
And
we're
then
traveling with
Lorelai.
Poseidon, dude.
Before my turn ends, I just want to look back into the bubble and say, it looks like there's something wrong with the ground, Brian. I don't know if you should step out or stay in. I don't know. And then I'm gonna move over this direction. It's right here.
Can she use
You
that
got
move
it.
to quench our thirst?
You could probably lap it up off the ground after, although it might taste kind of funny. All right. At this point, it is the Grimlock's turn. So they're going to rush to the nearest enemies they see.
Which is why we all should have come back into the dome.
Nearest
I'm
enemy
running
is
from a
here.
Grimlock.
Nearest enemy is here. All right. So as they rush forward, they let out this bestial scream. It kind of reverberates in their, I don't want to scream in the microphone, reverberates in their throat. And it's kind of high pitched and low alternating. And they lash out with these clubs aiming. You can see they're clearly aiming at all of your heads. Meanwhile, the ground, that crack begins to widen and then spiders out in all directions, and directly underneath the hut, the ground gives way. So Seraia and Brian and Therazon are going to need to make dexterity saving throws to avoid falling prone. You're falling 10 feet unexpectedly.
It's an 18 for Seraia.
Okay, so you and Therazon are good. I'm rolling for Brian now. Brian failed. So Brian is going to be prone. And then 1d6 for 10 feet. So everybody's going to take 1d6 damage.
Uh-oh.
So that's a... Everybody's going to take... I'm just going to roll once for all of you. It's 2 damage each. I need a con save for Brian. Natural 20. Okay, so as you all fall down, you're able to stay on your feet, but then all these dirt and rocks collapse in from the sides in this pocket that was dug beneath you, and you are all, whether you're standing or prone, are restrained. Brian is completely invisible underneath this layer of dirt and rock now. Seraia, you and Therazon see each other standing up waist high in this muck. Alright, so now I need attack rolls. So I got, let me double check these creature abilities, make sure I'm not missing anything.
How big is the hole?
It's 10 feet down, and it's the approximate width of the tiny hut itself. Like the tiny hut is on the edge above it.
So they just specifically fucked us up, basically.
You can see that around the edges, they burrowed in and weakened it. And as you fell down, well, you wouldn't see this Lorelai because it's opaque on the outside. Seraia, Therazon, you would see some of these creatures scampering away in the holes outside of where they just dug underneath this thing at.
It'll be really funny if you guys try to dive into the dome now.
I will say, in addition to that, everybody heard this. They heard the shouts from your friends on the inside. You don't see anything. You did feel a massive tremble in the ground. Okay, so 3 attacks at Morgan. First one is a 16 to hit.
Yep.
6, well, it's a combination of bludgeoning and piercing, so it's going to be 6 total damage. So let me know if you have any specific resistances.
I do not.
Okay. Second one is another 16 for another 7. The third one is a 18 for 8. Those are 3 around you. First one's going to go after this Echo down here. That is a 20 to hit your Echo, Sofiane.
Yeah, it's gone.
Okay. Bamps out. Seeing
Me
this
and I look at each other.
bestial rage, they rush towards you, surrounding you. This one already went, so you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 more attacks coming at you, Sofiane.
Let's do this.
First one is a 21 to hit. God. For 6.
That hits.
Second one is a 21 to hit for 5.
All right, 6
plus 5
11.
modifiers, guys. I'm sorry. Third one is a 22 to hit for 7.
All right.
That's 7. That was 3. Oh, good. This one's only a 15. Does 15 hit?
Nah, I'm not a bitch.
All right. Last one is a 20 to hit for another 6. Okay. You're still up, yes?
Oh yeah, come on.
Okay. I don't know. I'm
He's
vaguely tracking your HP.
Seraia?
Let's do this.
So you see all of these creatures surround Sofiane and Echo. One lashes out at the Echo, disappears. Enraged, it rushes towards the one next to it, does as well. And then this flurry of spiked clubs beating down on the Sofiane. He gets in a defensive position, and they're just wailing on him, and he completely disappears within this writhing mass of bodies. You got one bone club coming at you, Lorelai. That is a 17 to hit for 6 damage.
6? Okay.
Correct. All right. At the end of their turn, you see these creatures that scampered out of this hole around you, Seraia. You see 3 more edging their way back towards the edge of these holes on the sides of the pit. You know what, let me go ahead and drop those in here for now, because you might want to do something about that. I don't know.
We grab Brian and use him as a human shield.
So remember, y'all are 10 feet down. Brian is completely invisible. Let me get them more on the edge here. Okay. So Brian is up. Brian needs to make a strength check to dig out of the dirt. It is a 13. Make sure I rolled a save and not, a check and not a save. That's a 14. So Brian pops up, no longer prone, still restrained, because it's 1 to climb. If you're buried, 1 to get unburied, and then 1 more to break the restrain. That was Brian's action. Oh, Brian. Bonus actions.
Inspiration?
Yeah, Bardic Inspiration. You can see Therazon and Seraia. I'm gonna say it gives Bardic Inspiration to you, Seraia.
For sure.
Alright. Therazon is up. He is going to try and become unrestrained with a strength check. Athletics check. He is unable to pull himself free, rolled a 1. So he is still restrained. Let me put a marker on there before I forget that. All 3 of you are still restrained. Alright, Seraia.
Question.
Go ahead. I'm looking at something too. Before it's your turn.
This enemy here, is he considered in melee with the drow?
Yeah, he is, and he's actually about to... Therazon's actually about to attack him.
Okay.
Gotta read Therazon's sheet real quick. Okay. So, restrained, disadvantage. Well, no, he took his action to try and break free. Disregard that. Let me make sure he doesn't have a bonus action. So many things you got. No bonus actions for Therazon. So, moving on to Seraia. You're
okay,
up.
I will just stay restrained and just finesse my crossbow to the enemy that is in melee with the drow and fire a crossbow at them.
That's fine. You stay restrained. Disadvantage just means no sneak attack bonus. Make sure you remember that.
But I don't need advantage if I have someone in melee with him.
Yeah, but it also stipulates anytime you don't disadvantage.
You're right.
Yep.
You're right. Alright, so disadvantage. There were 2 2s.
And unfortunately,
so
a 7 does not hit. Nope. It slams into the muck next to the hole this thing's crawling out of.
Although I do have inspiration.
Sure.
What is that, a D6?
Want to say it is. Let me double check for you.
Yeah, I think so. So I think the max you could get was like an 8.
Nope,
to hit.
D8.
Ooh.
D8. Okay,
Yep.
I'll add a D8 to that.
Go for it.
Let's see. And that's 8, so that brings me up to a 15 to hit.
That does hit.
So that's 9 points of piercing to that guy.
All right, so it's aiming towards the side of the hole, and just as that happens, this creature lunges out as Therazon and runs right into it in the rib cage, gets buried up to the feathers on the back of the crossbow bolt. It howls in pain and staggers off to the side. You hurt pretty bad.
Thank you, Brian. That is all I can do. Because I assume it takes an action and to get out, right?
Correct. To try and weasel your way out. Yeah.
Yeah. All right, that's my turn.
All right, Morgan. You heard this collapse. People are shouting around you. These three creatures around you swing at you with these 3-4 foot long spiked bony clubs. You can't see, right? Because you're human.
See.
You can see?
Well, I have the
magic item.
the goggles of night.
Beautiful. Yep. Okay. So you got it.
All right, so I'm going to keep swinging.
Okay.
And my first shot is going to be at the one I already wounded already.
Okay.
Does a 9 hit?
9 does not hit. I'm sorry.
Okay. Swing again. 18 a hit.
Your momentum from the first swing carries around and finds a hit,
Perfect. For 6 damage.
which slices across its throat and it bleeds out in front of you.
Okay, then I'm going to swing one more time for my bonus action
Okay.
at the one north of me. Does an 11 hit?
Barely.
For 9 damage.
You got it.
Sweet.
All right. So, swing around. First one misses. Second one catches the throat. In the same movement, you continue the thrust over. It catches it with the club, and you bury it into its chest before it rips it out, drawing a lot of blood and skin with it. All right. You done?
Yeah, she's just gonna like turn around and be like, "What's going on?" You know, like referring to the earthquakey thing.
Okay.
But I can't see anything, right? The HUD is still up.
The HUD is opaque, and it is still up. Correct. Seraia, you can answer quickly if you want.
Don't worry about us.
There you go. All right, Sofiane.
All right, I've done nothing wrong. Let's do this. So I am going to second wind.
Okay.
Let's see if it'll do it for me. Yes. Or wait, maybe not. Oh wait.
Uh-oh. It did.
Come on. Yeah. 8. I like rub some dirt in my bloody lip wound and spit out a tooth like.
And then realize you can't see anything around you.
Yeah, so I'm like, let's do this.
You got it.
Is it control for disadvantage?
It is.
Cool. God, so 8 misses.
Catch nothing but air.
14?
14 hits.
Yeah, 6 damage.
Which direction were you swinging?
Let's just go with this one for now.
Okay, you got it. Do you feel a viscous as your dagger finds something and rip out in a howl of pain, and then you hear the air around you start to shuffle as these spiked bone clubs start swinging in your direction again. Anything else?
Let's do this. That's it.
All right, Lorelai, you're up.
Okay, I'm going to, let's see. I'm gonna risk the opportunity attack, and I'm gonna walk away from this guy and go here.
All right, well, Bone Club does swing out at you for a 12 to hit.
That misses.
You dart beneath it as you scurry away.
All right, and I'm gonna call, and I'm gonna say, Sofiane, don't be mad at me, okay? Don't be mad at me, okay?
Oh,
and then I'm gonna tidal wave him.
Oh God.
I'm gonna be mad.
Oh God.
So I'm gonna do another like 20-foot length wall from like here to here, and it should hit all of them, including Sofiane.
They're so bunched up.
That's fine.
At all.
That's fine. Go for it. All right, so saves. I'm gonna go clockwise from the top center. So we got the 14, correct?
Yes.
All right, so that's a fail. Sofiane fails. Success. So number 2 is a success. Number 3 is a success. That's a 19 and a 20.
I imagine his little feet just like kicking up in the air.
Number 4 is a success. 2, 3, and 4 successes. 5 is a success. Jesus. 6 is a fail. All right. So
Okay.
the top 2 on the left failed, and Sofiane failed.
Okay, so everyone that fails takes 20 damage and they're knocked prone.
Okay.
All the successes take 10 damage and they're not knocked prone.
All right.
Ow!
All right.
And then, what was the rules for doing a bonus action spell?
Okay.
Is
So
it casting time of 1 action?
yeah, if you cast a spell, it has to be a. If you cast a bonus action spell,
Yes.
the only other spell you can cast that turn
Okay.
is a cantrip with a casting time of 1 action. So if you already cast a regular spell, you can't cast a bonus action spell.
Okay.
Got it?
Unless you have a cantrip, that is a bonus action.
Cantrip bonus action. Okay. Okay, that makes sense. All right. That's gonna be my turn then. I'm gonna call out
Okay.
again to Sofiane and say, "I'm so sorry. They were just all around you."
Oh, it's
All
okay.
right.
When I stab you later tonight, I'll say the same thing.
All right, so these 3 take a crap ton of damage. The other 2 get washed away and slammed into the tree as they die. You hear sickening thuds from bone on wood. Sofiane, you are prone. And it doesn't say anything about moving them, right? Just knocking them prone?
It just knocks him prone. Yeah.
Okay, you got it. All right, so are you done, Lorelai?
Yes.
All right, so these 3 are going to rush out inside the dome. This one is going to charge at you. This one's going to charge at you. These 2 are going to see a downed Sofiane and take advantage of that. So 2 attacks with advantage. First one against you, Sofiane, is a 20 to hit for 8.
Super advantage.
I'm so sorry.
Second one is a
Are
24
you?
to hit for 10.
I'm gonna make it re-roll. Oh god.
Okay, so I rolled with
so stupid.
advantage. That's your lucky.
No
So
idea.
roll 1 more. That is a. How does reroll work with advantage?
I don't know.
What do you mean?
While the,
Okay,
while
so
the
does
DM
your feat say that it has to take the new roll?
let's see. Second
Halfling luck, I mean?
chance. When a creature, no wait, I can't do it because I can't see because it says you have to see.
Okay.
So the hit.
Okay.
How much again was that? 10.
It
you
was
said, right?
10 damage, correct.
Yeah,
And
I'm
remind me
down.
after the game. We're gonna hash that out with advantage and disadvantage situations and make sure
Yeah.
we're on the same page. Okay.
I'm down.
You're unconscious.
Yeah, choking on water. Like.
All right. So now 2 regular attacks at Lorelai. First one is a 23 to hit for 8.
Okay.
Second one is a 13 to hit
That is my armor class, so yes.
for 10.
Okay.
Morgan, 2 coming at you. God, these rolls, y'all. I'm sorry. First one's a 22 to hit
Sure.
for 8. Next one is a spinning a lot. 23 to hit. Jesus Christ, for 6. All right. So let's see. Each one of these is going to attack a different person down here. I'm going to move these tokens a little bit just to better reflect where they are in the actual space. Okay, so this one is attacking Therazon with advantage because restraint. That is a 17 to hit, which hits for 9. This one's attacking Brian with advantage. That is a natural 20. That's 14
Don't kill our
damage.
absent party member.
I don't want to. So 14 damage and a con save for Layman's Tiny Hut. Well, no, that doesn't have concentration, does it?
Yeah, I think it just lasts for 8 hours.
Yeah, it does, but Brian has concentration up for the light, so still got to roll the save. Is light's concentration, yes? If not, I don't know why Brian had
Sure.
concentration up.
I don't remember.
Let me double check. No, it's not concentration. Okay, so I don't know why concentrations are Brian's token. I'm getting rid of that. So no more concentration checks. And then advantage against you, Seraia, for 1. And that is not a natural 20. That's a 16 to hit.
That misses even without shield. That's just my armor. Oh, that is my armor class, so shield.
Okay. So it's coming in. You can't move your legs. Shield pops up.
Yeah.
Okay. That's the end of their turn. Remember, you still see they are going for, even when they were going at Sofiane on the ground, they were taking these bony clubs and just slamming towards his head. Brian,
My head. Those poor clubs.
Brian is up. So Brian is. What is Brian gonna do? I really wish Brian were here. Tell me what Brian was gonna do. Brian.
Hey, Brian, tell us what you want to do in chat.
Doesn't work like that.
Shatter. Hey, what if Brian did shatter?
That would be bad.
Yeah.
That would be bad. Heat metal wouldn't do anything. Blindness, deafness, or healing word. What do y'all think?
Well, she can't see Sofiane.
Yeah, so probably
Or
blindness?
you can't see.
Yeah, I know
you can
healing
see
word
freaking
against somebody
They
else down
can't
there.
see Sofiane.
Okay.
None of you
So
can see Sofiane. Only I can see Sofiane. I'm having an existential crisis right now.
Okay.
Oh,
Yeah.
you really see Sofiane, and when you saw
Yeah.
him, truly, you drowned him.
All right. So I need a con save from this one. She can cast blindness against someone next to her. I mean, next to him. 16. So it saves. Okay, so if it saves, nothing happens. All right, so there's that. Therazon is up. He still really wants to break free and get out of the situation. He's gonna make another athletics check. Fails again. Rolled an 8. No bonus actions, so he is stuck getting wailed on. Seraia, you're up.
Okay,
And
I
you're
will try to
restrained.
get out to the muck.
Okay.
What kind of check is that?
Athletics.
Shit. See you never. It's a 5. But I realized I should have done something last turn. With my bonus action, I will cast Shadow Blade at 2nd level. I can't attack with it this turn, but I can bring it up at least.
Yep, you got it.
Okay, and ignore this whole attack. This attack's not happening.
Okay, that's fine.
Let me just check for a Wild Surge. No, we're good. All right, so that's all. That's my turn.
All right, Morgan, what you doing?
I'm swinging at
Okay.
whatever's in front of me. Uh, 24 to hit
That's a hit.
for 8 damage.
The one that is wounded, you can see, so that one is dead.
Okay. And so I can see this dude, this other guy, right? Or no?
You can, yeah.
Okay.
Because you can see in darkness, so yeah.
Yeah. So I'm going to Slayer's Prey him and then hit him.
Okay.
That way I get the extra. 20 to hit
That's a hit.
or 11 total damage.
That's enough. You run your short sword through, turn, hear shouts, hear screaming. Sofiane's down. Something is going on in the hut. Lorelai is completely out of sight, but you hear Lorelai screaming from somewhere behind the hut. What are you doing?
I am going to run towards Lorelai's voice.
Okay, so you're gonna run around the hut or through the hut?
Oh. I feel like Morgan would take like the shortest route, so that'd probably be through the hut then, yeah.
Wily
Okay.
Coyote, here we come.
I like non-metagame decisions.
If only Seraia would have told me what was happening instead of telling me not to
Right?
worry about it.
Well, I mean,
You heard it.
technically, Lorelai did call out and say, "Looks like something's happening to the ground," but I didn't say what.
That's true.
Yeah.
So I'll give you the
You're
option
fine.
here. Is Morgan running full bore towards Lorelai through the hut, or is Morgan
Yeah.
cautiously approaching the edge to see what's going on inside?
If Morgan hears Lorelai screaming, she is going full board towards Lorelai because she owes Lorelai her life.
This is
So
not
Okay.
going to be good for Morgan and Sarai's relationship.
All right. So I said Lorelai was screaming. Lorelai, were you screaming as you were getting attacked, or no? Is that reasonable or no?
I mean, I don't know if I was screaming at Sofiane for sure. I was like screaming, "I'm so sorry."
Okay.
Yeah.
So what do you think, Morgan?
okay, no, then I probably would have been a little cautious But
Okay,
still,
so
I'm not cautious. You know what I'm saying?
I got
Just
it.
walking
So
like normal.
so you
Yeah.
you surge towards the hut and then you stick your head in to look around. You can see this pit and the bodies and everything going on inside of it. It's 10 feet down, the entire circumference of the tiny hut. So what are you doing?
Try not to fall in.
Okay. I mean, you're not going to fall in. You can get in if you want. But you don't have to just rush in because you said you're being a little cautious. That's fine.
Okay.
She falls in if she...
Don't want. Can I see? What do I see when I peek my head in, other than the pit?
You see the pit. You see everybody standing up. Three of these Grimlock creatures. 3 of your allies, or whatever you want to call them. You can see that your party members are up. All 3 are up to their waist in this rocky muck, and they're very limited mobility. They've been damaged. One of these creatures is very hurt up there by Therazon.
I have a question.
Yep.
So now that she's poking her head into the hut, she would be able to see us on the other side of the hut too.
Correct. Yep. Across the pit, you see two creatures have Lorelai cornered, and you still see Sofiane with the 2 creatures standing over. So you see everything on the map right now.
Okay. So I see 3 enemies and 3 allies in the tent.
Yeah, in the pit at the bottom, and your 3 allies are up to their waist in this muck they can't seem to escape from.
Okay. Well, I don't know that they can't escape from it because I just looked real quick.
Sure.
So, I'm going to head towards Lorelai then, because she's outnumbered and they are not.
Okay.
Solid.
Fair. So you're gonna go around?
Yeah.
Okay. You got it. Anything else?
I don't know if I can get there though.
Yeah, it's
Yeah, I
close
can
enough.
get
We'll
there.
say yeah.
Okay.
I didn't turn grid lines on. Okay. So that's the end of your turn?
Yeah, because it was an action to look in the hut, right?
No, not an action, but you use your actions attacking the other creatures.
You're right.
Didn't you?
I did. I totally did. Mm-hmm.
Okay. And your bonus action was the Hunter's Slayer's Prey or
The
whatever?
Slayer's Prey. Yep.
Okay. Sofiane is unconscious. Lorelai, Morgan's running up behind these 2 creatures in front of you. Sofiane's still down. What are you doing?
I'm gonna go brown bear.
Brown bear. Okay. You cue that up.
Was that 1 death saving throw so far?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
All right. You are Lorelai Brown Bear.
Lorelai brown bear is going to okay. I'm going to, since Lorelai is having like a super bad existential crisis right now, knowing she like literally just killed Sofiane, she's going to
Join the club.
she's gonna
It's
take
on brand.
take
All these magic people.
opportunity attacks and go over here and multi-attack these 2.
Okay, you got it. Let's do that. First one is an 11 to hit.
That's my armor class as a bear.
Okay, so 6.
Okay.
And then a 19 to hit for another 7.
Okay, hold on. And then minus another 7. Okay, good enough. And I'm gonna bite the one to the right and then claw the one to the left.
You got it.
That probably doesn't hit. And 11 for the bite.
Head comes off.
Oh, okay. I chomp it and then throw it to the ground.
You got it.
And then I claw the other one. That's a 12 to hit for 14 slashing.
Right through the torso. His body kind of crumbles and breaks into 2 across Sofiane. And now Sofiane is covered in this strange bluish blood, and Sofiane is motionless, eyes open, just kind of fixed up.
I make sad, like, bear noises, and I go up to Sofiane and I, like, nudge him with my nose.
Got a fucking bear on me.
All right, and then that'll be my turn. Oh, wait, actually, no, I can't do it. Never mind. Yes, so that'll be the end of my turn.
Roll for nudges. Okay. So let's resolve these 3 in the bottom. They're still going at y'all full bore because they don't see what's going on outside. They're focused on you, and there's a 10-foot high pit around them. First one against Therazon is a 19 for 11. He is fucked up. This one against Brian is a 14. Does a 14 hit Brian? 14 does hit Brian for 10. Brian takes a massive blow to the back of the head, stumbles forward, barely on his feet. And then Seraia, we got a 20-something, 22 to you for 10.
Damn, all right. Let me make a concentration check.
Okay.
Exactly.
Okay. So you're good. These two are going to turn around to face you, Morgan. First one is a garbage roll, which is a good thing for you, for a 7 to hit, which does not hit. Next one is a not garbage roll, 23 to hit for 5.
Okay, I'm down.
You're down?
Down, yeah.
All right.
God damn it, guys!
We got this. We got this.
Brian is up. Brian is going to lash out the rapier at this one next to him with disadvantage. Forgot the disadvantage part. That is a 12 to hit, which does hit for 4. Nice round little wound in the gullet. And then bonus action worked well last time, so bonus action inspires Seraia again.
I will say, Brian, do you trust me? Turn off the light.
Yes, of course.
Turn off the light.
Okay. Light goes out. Let me kill that light real quick. Alright, lights out. Alright. Therazon is going to try and break free.
Oh, he still hasn't broken free.
Nope.
None of us have.
He is getting
none of
railed
you.
on, and he is very unhappy about that. He breaks free this time, though. That was his action.
He didn't get drowned.
Correct. No bonus action. And he knows a bad situation when he sees one. He is going to clamber up on top, taking the opportunity attacks. First one is a 9 to hit. That's a miss. Second one is a 9, another 9 to hit. It's a miss. So they slam their clubs into the stony wall as he clambers up on top. He's now 10 feet up here. He cannot see inside anymore. He sees Morgan is down, and these two creatures are in front of him. He already used his action. He's got nothing left. Seraia, you're up.
Okay, well, now that I am in dim light or darkness, my Shadow Blade attack has advantage. I already have this advantage, so it's just a straight roll with my Shadow Blade. I will attack the one with the Shadow Blade below me, which is in melee with Brian, so it's a straight roll with sneak attack if I hit. Am I right?
100%.
Okay, awesome. Just checking.
I like how we mathed that out.
Yep. So that is an 18 to hit, which hits, which is 13 points of psychic damage plus sneak attack, which is an additional 4 points of psychic damage.
All right, so the light goes out, and you see this creature look to the left. At that quick moment, you slam the knife into its head and lets out a scream before collapsing on the ground, dead as shit.
Bonus action, I will take the dagger in my other hand and stab the other one. This one is still at disadvantage.
Okay.
Because I can only use that as an action, not as a bonus action.
Cool.
Oops,
you got
only hit it once. Ignore whatever this is.
It's okay. We'll see what your second roll is. We'll use the damage from your first roll.
With
Still a hit.
now. My
okay.
lower one is a 14 for 5 points of piercing.
So no matter what, you would have hit. Okay.
Yeah.
We'll still use the damage from your first roll.
Okay.
So... Oh man, barely still up. You kind of rake across his back, and the tendons kind of snap a little bit, and is severely weakened, bleeding profusely. Still up, and it turns to glare at you now.
Wait. Can't I use inspiration to add the damage?
I don't. Let me double check Brian, make sure there's not a specific feature. Normally you cannot.
No, I'm totally making that up. Just kidding.
No, so there is the path that Brian's on. There's a bunch of different buffs Bardic Inspiration gets, so I want to make sure.
Got it.
Let's see. Okay, so none of them have anything to do with damage, so no.
Okay. we're good. All right,
Okay.
that is my 10.
All right, Morgan, you're out. Sofiane still out. Lorelai, you're up.
Okay, I guess I'll notice now that Morgan followed me and then came over to me, and now she's down too. So I like make another sad bear noise and run back over.
Okay. Sad bear noise made.
And I want to stand. Can I stand over her without hurting her? Am I big enough to do that?
Yeah.
Okay, and then I'll multi-attack the two of them.
You got it. Yeah, I'm always fine with y'all making defensive stands and everything on top of your allies, but enemies can do it too.
All right, so it's a 24 for this one. I'm gonna do the one on the right first for 10 damage.
You got it. Done. Dead.
And then, oh, that one's not so good. That's a 12 for the other one for 12 damage.
All right, so you charge over, stand hovering, towering over Morgan's prone body. Therazon kind of backs up, freaked out for a moment, and then claws, teeth, fur explode, and these two creatures just get decimated around you.
Okay, and I'm gonna use my bonus action to expend a spell slot and heal myself real quick.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna do the same thing I did to Sofiane and do more sad bear noises and like nudge Morgan with my nose.
You've got nudges. I will tell you this, because you've gotten up close and personal twice. I'll give you this information. You pretty in tune with the whole nature and medicine stuff anyways. You notice that they are not, like, they're not in shock. They're not fading from life. They are simply unconscious. These creatures seem to aim to knock unconscious, and that's it.
Oh, okay.
All right. Two creatures in the bottom. They see two enemies, and they're, well, this one's closer to you, Seraia, so it's going to attack you, and the other one just got hit by you, so it's going to attack you.
Sure.
And restrained, so they both have advantage. First one is a 19 to hit.
Shield.
For 6. Okay. Shields up, so you get +5 for the rest of the round, correct?
Yeah. Yes. So that brings me to a 21 armor class.
Beautiful. The second one is an 18, so shield blocks both of them. All right.
Whew, that was the gamble. That right there.
Brian, rapier out. I keep forgetting disadvantage on attacks for Brian. Rapier out, the one in front of him. That's a lowest is a 13 to hit for 7 damage, which takes care of this one. And Spire, well, you still have inspiration, correct?
Yeah.
You didn't use it? Okay.
No. Yeah.
Can bards inspire themselves? I don't remember. Is that
I
a
think
thing?
traditionally,
other than
no.
yourself. Okay, other than yourself.
Yeah.
And can't see anyone, so it is going to healing word. Bonus action is a healing word, correct?
Yeah.
Let's see, how hurt is Brian? Brian is really hurt, so Brian's going to healing. Are you looking really hurt, or are you looking okay, Seraia?
I am, but I do have this cool medallion, so I'd say Brian can heal himself.
Okay, Brian's going to healing word himself. That is another 6 health back. Beautiful. That's a good thing. Okay, Therazon is up. You're over Morgan. He kind of waves you back, Lorelai, getting you to step back. And then, like, partway comes between your feet and then slams down on the ground next to Morgan. You see him checking for vital signs, and then he lets out a sigh of relief and then rushes over to Sofiane. It was his action to do that. So, Seraia, you're up.
Okay, with my action again, with my Shadow Blade, straight roll plus sneak attack.
You got it.
That will be a 20 total to hit, which is 5 points.
Damage doesn't matter. Just make it
Great.
fancy. What are we doing?
So, in the pitch black, I will say, "You've come across the wrong campsite, friend," and just slice his throat with the shadow.
Collapses on the ground, and all is still around you now.
Is everyone all right up there?
Bear noises.
Sad bear noises.
Well, I can't try to get out, so that's my turn.
Okay. Take a little bit of effort. You see Therazon runs over to Sofiane, examines him the same way, and breathes a sigh of release. They're just unconscious. They weren't trying to kill them. They just need rest or healing. And he quickly starts scanning around, looking at the proximity to look for any more dangers.
Drop out of bear form, and I want to pick Morgan up, and I'll just like put her head in my lap, and Lorelai is like crying, and she's like, "I'm so sorry, I let you die again," and then she's gonna cure wounds.
Eventually, I will try to make it out of this pit.
Okay, yeah, given enough effort, you and Brian both can kind of leverage each other to get yourselves out, and then it's a simple climb up. It's rough walls, and it's only 10 feet, so. And
then I'll also go over to Sofiane after I've cure wounds. Morgan, I'm gonna healing word.
I don't need your leftover heals.
Okay, you got it.
Well, that was unexpected.
So you both get the same HP back. 7.
Thank you.
Woo!
All right, so Lehman's tiny hut is still up. You have it for probably another 20-30 minutes or so, based on how y'all were talking last time. There's a gentle snow falling. You're still in the clutches of winter in the Darkwood. Snow is covering the ground with splotches of a little bit of your red blood and some of this bluish blood. There's couple dozen of these creatures lying crumpled, somewhat smashed into the show, somewhat dismembered from Lorelai. The tree above you is weighing heavy, pitch black. It is starting to creep up on morning time. You know, dawn should be within an hour or so.
I have potentially a ridiculous and crazy idea. Could we feasibly make some of these bodies look like us?
Are they like big enough to look like us at all? Like, or are they like much smaller? Like, are they Brian's sort of size, hunched over, or are they? Could they pass as us?
Well, a reminder for that: Brian is now just as tall as Seraia.
Oh yeah, that's true. Brian did grow.
Correct. Brian has grown as he has gained his experience. However, more to your point, they're slightly on average taller than like Sofiane, much more gaunt and frail with the stretched skin, hollowed out, was bright eyes. Most of them don't have hair, some just have straggles of hair.
So feasibly, I mean, we could try, but they're so small. I don't think
if we burned them or something, or dismembered them in some way. I don't know, perhaps it is a ridiculous idea, but I'm just trying to find some way to make our pursuers get off of our track.
Yeah, I mean I would say that we could, I don't know, we might be able to burn them, but it's like they're still not our size, right? Like, and then if we did just dismember them, then they could see that they're like essentially like starving, but we definitely aren't starving right now, right?
I mean, I don't look that much fatter than these.
Yeah,
I don't know. Perhaps it is a ridiculous idea. I just
first thing coming back from unconsciousness is to fat shame Seraia.
Here's what I'm thinking. If I was in a town, I'd be asking people for 1 gold a day. You can feed this hungry ass child. What I'm saying.
I mean, what do you guys think? Should we? I mean, do you think that would be?
It's morning. Let's just go on.
You are probably right. I don't know how much time that would even buy us if it was successful.
And I'm running low on spells, so I wouldn't be able to like help anything.
Yeah.
Also, Sofiane, I'll go over to Sofiane and say, I'm actually so sorry for that. I didn't mean for you to go unconscious. I just
drown.
I wanted to help you, and that was the only way I could think to get them off.
Did you not think that I can't swim well, okay? Did you think that throwing a huge tidal wave...
It was only 10 feet of water.
I'm drowned like 4 feet. That's more than me.
Well, I just wanted to get them off of you, and I healed you. But I'm sorry. I'm truly sorry for that one.
Look, Lorelai, I will be on your ass for a day, and then after that, I will forgive you.
Okay, I guess
after we hug it out.
Okay. Okay.
Cool. All right, let's go. And also, Seraia, I like your thinking, but as a halfling, we've tried to use the bodies of larger critters as meat puppets, and it never ends well. So, good initiative, historically a bad idea.
I would like to be clear that I was not advocating for meat puppets at any stage of what I...
That is my fault. Okay, never mind I said that. Allegedly, I might have explored this in the past, but let's not talk about it. We're walking this way, right? East? Is this east?
I believe that.
Yeah,
all right, let's go. And we should be stealthy, yes? Is that what we decided?
Yes, I think stealthy to try to keep them off our trail.
Yeah.
And then... Did we decide that we were going to alternate stealthy and then fast, or are we just going to do...
I don't remember, but at least for now that we are fresh off of a fight, perhaps we should be stealthy.
Yeah, definitely stealthy.
Man, I'm ready to go round 2.
Okay, I can still cast my spell to keep us kind of hidden, so...
Yes, let us do that.
Okay.
Oh, that'll get drowned again.
As you're discussing this, Lorelai, with your party members.
Oh no.
Don't all shit me. I'm gonna take something good and make something bad. Dang it.
Quickly, go on break.
As you're discussing this with your party members, Lorelai, you see glancing over the top of Sofiane's head, a little bit in the distance, you see these thick, almost snake-like roots coming out the base of this tree into the snow. And there's a strange color variation about halfway down this one relatively large root, a good 15-20 feet away. Pausing your thoughts, you focus in a little bit, and you see it's got a bluish tinge, kind of as though these creatures' blood was spilled upon it. But, for whatever reason, you didn't fight. None of you fought any of these creatures over in that direction that far away. And cocking your head a little bit, you see in the shadow of the root there, on the other side, what appears to be a limp hand kind of lying over top of the root in your direction.
Okay. I will not say anything per se, but I'll like tap Seraia on the shoulder and I'll like tilt my head towards the root and be like, I see something over there, and I'm gonna approach it slowly.
I will.
I'm gonna light my torch,
just in case.
Okay, you were a little. I'm sorry. Yeah, I was gonna say, Sammy, you're a little quiet for me. I didn't hear you. I'm sorry.
I would have my crossbow out, and I would be about 10 feet behind Lorelai as she approaches, just on my guard in case anything happens.
Okay. You got it. So, as you two quietly and stealthily approach, all of a sudden out of nowhere, this orange light flares behind you as Sofiane lights his torch. And you see now the brightly colored splotches of this bluish blood. The hand, all you see is the hand kind of sticking up over the root like this in your direction. And you can tell it's this really, really pale grayish skin, not altogether unlike that of Lorelai. You're about 10 feet away now. Upon the wrist and going down past the point where you can see is the same dark colored, slightly decorative clothing you've seen on many of the other Drow scouts. Not all that dissimilar from what Therazon is wearing right now.
Is it just a hand? Or is it, can I like lean, I want to go forward and see if it's connected to a body.
Yeah, can we pull it out? Like,
it's not in anything, it's just this root is blocking view of the rest of which you do discover is a very now mangled body, Lorelai, on the other side of this root.
I will flank to the side.
Oh, it looks like, I mean, they're obviously dead, right? Like very mangled.
Yes, he is very clearly dead. His head has been beaten severely, and there's a whole lot of puncture marks, which kind of correspond to the size of most of the bony protrusions coming out of these spikes. There also are 2 other indentations in the snow where bodies maybe once fell that have some of the bluish blood around them, but if there was a corpse here at any point, they have since been taken or disposed of or something else. His body still remains.
Oh, looks like they might have taken care of some of our problem.
not to be an asshole, but Sofiane is going to stab these things in the face just to make sure. Because he remembers those undead things, and he's just going to decapitate this or crush the skull.
Do we recognize this face before it is stabbed? Is it one of them that was following us?
You don't, Seraia.
Okay.
Okay, I'm gonna ask the drow guy Thorazon to come over before Sofiane stabs and be like, Sofiane, wait, let's see if Thorazon knows who this is
problem.
before
I'm
we
patient.
decapitate this poor corpse.
Yeah.
Okay. Thorazon approaches, looking at you all peculiarly, and then looks over, and then you see his face relaxes, and then he smirks a bit. Yes, I remember him. He was one of the scouting party that was investigating the forest for victims.
Oh, cool.
I have not seen him in a week, maybe 2.
Cool.
Oh, so they've been gone for a while then, I guess.
It seems that way. I don't know if he was on some other mission, and that's why I have not seen him, but either way, he has not been back to the keep. Maybe he found his fate here several days, up to a week ago. I do not know.
I'm going to search as this happened, I'm just going to pat the body down, see if there's anything interesting.
I'm gonna point out the lumps in the snow where there could have been other bodies. I'm gonna say it looks like there might have been 2 more with him. Did he go out with a party of 3 that you remember?
No. And from the look of it, this blood is of those creatures, so perhaps he ran afoul of them and didn't fare as well as we did.
Okay. And then can I just tell personally, like, ballpark if he's been dead for a week? Or...
Give me a medicine check.
Okay. I'm probably not good at these ones. Nope. That's a 7.
There'd be difficulty in this anyway, because it has been so frigidly cold outside. Any type of normal decomposition process would be severely slowed, if not halted altogether, as though he were frozen. So it is hard to tell.
Okay.
How are the clothes?
Aside from the pock marks and the blood and being completely mangled, they're nice.
Hell yeah! I'm like stripping off into my underwear and getting this clothes on. Like,
Sofiane looks like a child wearing his dad's clothes right now.
They're actually, like, width-wise, they're tight, especially around the torso and the thighs.
Yeah, I feel like.
But they're
his
very
belly,
long as well.
I feel like his belly like sticks out a little bit. Like.
You give me an investigation check, Seraia.
Okay.
You can keep going, Sofiane. I wanted to let Sammy know to roll. I know you're having fun with it.
14.
Okay. So, as Sofiane is taking the clothes off, he loosens one of these dark leather belts it has on him, strips off his boots, which are clearly too small for Sofiane's kind of, like, mini gorilla feet. And a relatively common coin purse slams onto the snow with a soft thud, and you hear the jingle of coins in there. So, within this coin purse, you do find 61 gold, which is notable. Other notable things would include a small rectangular little pouch that has a little bit of drow poison in it, which Brian has been collecting. There's 2 doses of drow poison in it. The weapon he had at his side is peculiar. As it falls onto the snow, the scimitar kind of pops out of its scabbard a bit. And you notice that in the torchlight here, it is reflecting a much lighter color. All these other blades and their weapons and armor have been kind of dark, kind of onyx or painted that way. But this is shining very brightly metallic, like highly polished steel almost, or maybe something different. Likewise, the small boots, not only notable for being too small for Sofiane, but they are made out of this very strange supple leather that is kind of cut into triangles and folded over upon itself, with this thin hair braided into twine, essentially, which would strap these boots up around an individual. And they feel abnormally light and extremely soft.
I will take the scimitar and pull it completely out of the scabbard and look at it. Being a somewhat inclined with the arcane, do I get the sense that either of these items feel naturally magical?
I would say you believe the boots are, even though they're made out of very light, thin leather, they still feel almost weightless. That is curious. The weapon itself, although finely crafted, and the fact that it looks to be highly polished, which is very unusual, you don't get any sense of the arcane coming from it.
Well, does anyone like to use a scimitar? It's not quite my style, but
I mean,
if someone else would get use of it.
I can. I have a sort of attachment to my rapier.
I mean, if nobody wants it, I'll take it.
If it ain't special, I mean, I'm taking this guy's clothes. Do you mind if does anyone like a seamstress or something? Maybe we can get this feeling a little bit more comfy, you know?
Well,
in the next town.
If
What do you mean next town?
If I can take about an hour of just resting here for a moment, I can tell you exactly what is going on with these boots. I have a feeling there's more than meets the eye.
What do you mean? Is there something weird about them? They just look like boots.
I feel magic or something bizarre about these boots, and I would not put them on until we know exactly what they are.
Okay.
Well, it's probably beneficial, right? So just put them on and see what happens.
We found them on the body of a corpse. I would not assume it is beneficial.
Well, I would rather not stick around here where he died and where we just killed those. So maybe we should travel a little, and then we can take a break, and then you can.
Yes, let's just carry them, and then next time we rest, I will take a look at them.
Okay. Do you have space? Can you carry them, or do you need me to carry them?
Yeah, I can grab them. Yes.
Then maybe someone can help me with my outfit, because I've been wearing the same clothes for a long time, and like I'm sure they're slashed up and fucked up, and I would like to. I mean, if we're going down under anyway, I might as well fit in with the culture by ripping clothes off a dead body. I'm sure that will go over well.
You can keep it, sure.
I mean, I'm not a seamstress. I can't fix those for you.
I might be able to do something.
Hell yeah! That's why you're the best person in this party, because you are a seamstress, possibly, and you don't drown people. Those two qualities I really look for in a companion on the road.
I may be able to outdo her. Here, Sofiane, is 10 gold. Is that better?
Yeah.
Are we purchasing friendship now?
Lorelai, 10 gold.
I mean,
10 gold. Brian,
Thank you.
10 gold.
This is the gold that you got out of the pouch.
Yes.
It would be cooler if you guys never let me go to a town. So like, yeah, I don't like, yeah, I don't. I mean, technically I have a house and many other rewards back in town, but who knows when I'll ever get back in the town with y'all gallivanting all across the fucking world.
Therasan,
yes.
You have not proven yourself particularly interesting in battle. You have not proven yourself to be particularly informative or important to our journey, but nonetheless, I am kind, and I believe in equal share of the spoils. So here's your 10 gold.
Are you talking to the drow?
Yes.
Oh my god, drow, permission to murder this child if you want. Like, damn, don't take that.
Oh, it is all right, Sofiane.
I do not believe that he made the single attack in that entire battle. I believe all he did was get stuck in muck and then run away. In fact, I don't think I have seen you attack ever. Morgan and I have our differences, but at least I know that she can carry herself in a fight. I do not know what it is you do.
Now, let's be open and stuff. At least he hasn't taken down any of his teammates yet or killed anyone. Yeah. But, you know, that's a good thing on his record.
But that is because he's not on the team. He's on the bench. He has not put his hat in the ring.
That's fine. Maybe he's just...
I would say coming to the church and telling us to get out of dodge is something.
Yeah, maybe he's not a fighter. Like, maybe he plays chess. Maybe he was picked on, bullied. I would bully him if he was younger.
Just so we do not tarry, we must be moving on. I would like to respond with this. I draw blades when the time is appropriate. And do not forget that rushing into action is not always the best alternative. I seem to remember a particular daylight spell not too long ago that was not thought out too well. But thank you for the gold. And he turns.
Hold on, what does bitch say? Was it thought of? What was thought of?
Talking about when
What'd you say?
Seraia did the daylight in the church to let all the drow know where we were.
Oh, okay. As long as
And got two townspeople killed, and me got an arrow in the calf.
Morgan, not now.
Yeah. Oh man, there was that moment. There was Seraia killing the people. There was Seraia knocking me the fuck out. Like,
All right,
like-
let's go.
At least I
let's
held
go.
my own in that last battle. That's all I'm saying.
Okay, so just real quick, DM to players. So who has the mysterious boots? Who has the scimitar? And obviously the gold was dispersed.
Soraia's
I have the boots. I also have the extra piece of gold. So I took 11 for myself.
That's okay. Nobody was paying attention.
Yeah.
Did you give me the scimitar, or are you still holding it?
Oh, no, I gave it to you, Morgan.
Okay, so I've got it.
Okay, so lashing the scimitar onto your waistband, you pull it out a minute to inspect it, make sure it's functional. It doesn't look like it has a curse or any other strange things about it. As you do
Is it
so,
silvered?
you do see that the edge is silvered. Yes.
Nice.
I will also give the pouch of poison to Brian.
Okay. Just make a note for that to tell Brian, please.
Brian holds the sleepy
Even
dogs.
though Brian should still be watching, so Brian knows what's happening when Brian comes back.
I'm just gonna
Brian.
write it.
All right. So, stepping off away from this dense, low-hanging tree down this snowy hill, away from the corpses of your most recent conflict, the sun begins to crack the eastern horizon, and a strange orangish-reddish hue takes the sky in that direction as you begin to head towards it. And that's where we're going to take our break. So, bio, stretch, all that good stuff. Friends, family, all you amazing people who are watching and sharing with us, take care of yourselves, invite your friends. We'll see y'all back here when we do our break, and we'll see what happens next, because we have some interesting things coming up. I promise. See y'all then. All right. So, walking down the hill into the direction of the morning sun. Let me make sure that I have our token correct on the map so you have a general idea of where it is. Okay, so yeah, you guys would be headed south if you want to keep going parallel along the north road, or you can kind of cut across it and go southeast to go around the tip of the Spears of Arnot that you now see as the sun is rising directly to the east over the top of them. So, continuing south, figure out how far you guys will be able to go. I'm gonna need, because you're starting to travel, I'm gonna need a random d20, perception check, stealth check. And I know you guys are only going a little way before your short rest, but let's just get it out of the way now.
I will do perception.
I'll do stealth. Remember, you get a plus 10 because I'm doing pass without a trace. Okay, good. You get a plus 10, so it's 13.
And our perception is 15.
All right, perception 15, stealth check 13. If you're moving slowly, you can roll with advantage, because now it's just you all. It's not this gaggle.
Oh, stealth with advantage?
Yeah. So if you guys want to move normal speed, make a normal amount of distance in the day, roll normally, add your pass without a trace. If you guys want to move extra cautiously, travel less distance in a day, drag out the days, but you'll be more stealthy, roll with advantage.
What do we want to do? Do you want to go normal, go slow?
I think a plus 10 is probably better than advantage. Am I wrong?
You can go, no, you can go plus 10
Either
with
way.
pass without a trace. You can stack it, 100%.
Yeah. So do you want to go real slow or go normal? Just do plus 10, advantage plus 10?
Seraia holding in her wounds is like, maybe today we are a bit extra cautious so that we avoid another fight today.
Does everybody agree?
I say normal speed, but you know, that's in me.
Oh, that's better. Okay, that's a 21 for stealth.
That is better. That is much better. Okay, let me make my appropriate rolls here. Freaking pass without a trace. Okay. Now remember, Lorelai, keep track of the days you have use of that feature with the crown.
How many do I have left? I think we decided we were at like day 3 and I have 7.
Let's see. It would have been 1. Yeah, that sounds about right. So you have we'll say 3 to 4 days left.
3 to 4 days.
I'm not sure if it's still going to matter at that point, depending on what y'all do.
Yeah.
Or if we're still even running a campaign then. Okay, so.
Yikes.
I mean, you never know, right? You never know. Okay, so you make your way however far you would like to away from this hill, being very cautious, somewhat injured. Aside from the birds and the bees and the breeze coming down off the mountains, bringing the chill air with it, whipping across your bodies, you don't sense anything unnatural or dangerous. So however far you'd like to travel, you can easily find many copses and rocky crags, especially here in the foothills at the base of the Spears of Arnot in the Darkwood. So you guys can find your place and do what you gotta do.
Short resting and seamstressing my clothes. Sofiane will take his clothes off and toss it. Like, all right, let's do this.
Yes, I will also sit and heal up a bit and examine these boots a bit more closely.
Okay.
I'll catch Sofiane's robe and see what I can do to let the seams out and stuff using all my disguise costume knowledge.
Wait, I did.
Okay.
Did I do this? I think I put good berries in my thing when we woke up last time, in my pocket. I have good berries in my pocket, so I'm gonna hand out one to each person, so everybody gets 1 HP back from a good berry if they want to eat it.
Great.
And it provides enough nourishment to sustain a creature for 1 day.
Now this
I
is
don't
the
want
way
that.
for a little more flair in how I interpret this. Okay, it is it provides enough nourishment and it kind of takes the edge off. But if you're not eating, it's still a very, very small amount. So you're still like hungry. You have that hunger feeling, but you don't have any physical inhibitions due to a lack of food.
Just ate a protein bar.
Yeah,
Cool.
basically. That just has an extremely hard time digesting.
And I will spend that hour examining the boots.
Okay, and did you get my message about the boots?
Got him. Yep. See him.
Okay, so feel free to do with that information what you will.
Yep. Let me look at him.
So as Morgan and Sofiane, you see them working on these various clothes. Morgan, you are much, much better at this than Sofiane is. The cloak and everything else that you work on comes out. It's almost hard to find a stitch, honestly. It is still stained and dirty, but really, really good repair. Sofiane, it's functional. It'll get by, maybe a little drafty. You can still clearly see over the entirety of the ensemble, though, even though now it is much better fitting. It still has muck from the snow mixed with blood and things like that all over it. It looks like a second hand-me-down, dirty ensemble, but it fits you. It's functional. And it's a change of clothes.
Heck yeah. Yeah, so he's gonna get into these new clothes.
I will. Once I figure out what these are, I will go over to Sofiane. Sofiane, these boots. I have deduced their magic. If you would like them, you can have them, but I don't know if they would be super useful for you. You are not the most stealthy person, and these boots, they are designed so that they make it easier for someone to hide, be stealthy and unhurt.
Nah, fuck that, man. I'm here for comfort, and that sounds like it's gonna be a whole thing. I
understand. The rest of you, I am interested in these boots, but if anyone else feels inclined, they are of the drow Lorelai, so if you are interested,
if you want them, you can have them, Seraia. I don't need them. I have my boots are fine.
All right. Well, I will put them on in that case.
You see Brian over there and steadily scribbling out the day's activities so far, and they don't seem to have even noticed you talking. I'm just putting a pin in that in case Brian wants to talk to Seraia about the boots later.
Gotcha. Makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
Great. Now I feel super stealthy.
As you see these boots, they kind of, as Seraia starts to pull them on, they shift in size and fit so that they start to meld kind of around her feet. And as she places one foot down with one boot on, you see a difference immediately. The right foot with her normal footwear on is kind of an inch or two into the soft snow, whereas the other one seems to be planted firmly on top. And as she puts the other one on, she is now walking basically atop the snow, leaving no footprints and making absolutely no noise at all.
I will jump up and down, see if I make any noise.
No noise, and to your feet, you feel as though the snow is almost a completely solid, rocky surface.
Oh, incredible.
Well, Seraia, that's really cool. So you just don't leave footprints at all, and I'm gonna like motion to her to like walk in a circle around and see.
Here's something better. Close your eyes, and I'm going to hide, and you tell me if you can see where I've hidden.
Are y'all playing hide and go seek right now? Oh
okay, as soon as Lorelai's eyes are closed, I'm going to run to a nearby tree and just get behind it and hide.
Okay. Are you ready?
Hold on, let's see. I assume you want a stealth check?
Yep, and perception.
At 26. We both got 26s.
No, that was my health roll. I haven't rolled perception.
Oh, okay. Phew.
Oh, perception's only an 18.
Go ahead and roll me one more stealth check, Seraia.
With advantage again, or no?
It's regular.
Okay. 20 total.
Okay, yeah. So you have no idea where Seraia is at all. And I want to explain the mechanics behind this. not that I'm going to call for this too frequently, but I may in edge cases. So you get advantage on stealth checks that require you to move silently. Stealth checks that are just you being hidden in general.
Not the same thing.
Right, totally different. So if you're just crouching there behind something, that'll be normal. If you're trying to move quietly, that's when you get advantage.
Gotcha.
Kraken?
Still stealthy.
Yeah, like a ninja.
Or
Okay.
I'll call and be like, Seraia, oh my gosh, I can't even find you. Where are you? That's so cool. I didn't even hear you run anywhere.
Right, isn't that crazy?
Yeah. Oh, that would be really good if we're ever like in a fight or something and you can just like, if we're trying to like hide, you can just run and yeah, they won't even know where you are.
Exactly.
Maybe you won't die so much.
Hey, I didn't die in that last fight, and I think 2 of us did.
True. Yep.
Things are looking up.
Okay.
Did anyone die here? I don't remember anyone dying.
Yeah, I thought we were just unconscious.
Well, to be
Yeah.
fair, I never died either.
Yeah.
Yes.
All right, let's not just throw around the D word.
To be fair, and just to be funny, Morgan and Sofiane really wouldn't know the difference. I mean, when you're unconscious, all of a sudden you're out, and then you wake up and there's somebody standing over you, whether you died or just fell unconscious.
True.
Because dying is a big dealio. Resurrection just doesn't happen willy-nilly. If these fuckers have the power of bejeebus, I need to know now so I can get my ass
Maybe
out
one
of
day.
This is much more of a did I die kind of a situation.
No, you just fell unconscious, but I was really scared that you guys were gonna die for a second because they looked like they were just gonna keep beating your brains in.
Yeah, we're fighters. We're used to getting fucked and then fucking other people. We're not like dainty little magicians who like, oh no, I'm knocked out. I must be dead. No, it happens every other day. Concussions, bring it on. 30 before the age of 8. All right, let's do this.
That explains so much.
Someone has to fucking be in the front line to take these hits. You
At
gotta
8?
protect kids with your magic.
Oh my god. All right. Are we done? Are we done resting? Do we want to?
Yes,
Morgan's
let's get
gonna
back.
take out her ledger and like go to a fresh page, and you'll see her just like mark like 6 columns. Some columns get tallies and some don't, and then she'll snap her book shut and she'll be ready to
What is that?
my book.
What is it? Are you writing a book
It's
like
a
Brian?
book. Do you know what those are?
I do, yes. I did not know you were a storyteller.
Oh no, I'm not. This is more of like a ledger, balancing sheet, if you will.
What are you
What?
balancing?
Did you mark how
Why?
I evenly split up all the gold?
No. No, it's like a death tally. Who gets the most kills?
Oh.
Who doesn't?
Oh,
Oh.
did you get that one that Seraia almost got? Does that
Almost,
count
but
as, like, a
Soraya's got
half?
a negative tally because
You know,
A negative
you
KDA.
were
He's killed on the
unconscious, so
wrong
you did not
side.
see. But I did handle all of the enemies that were in that pit with me and
Yeah.
and
Oh,
Brian.
isn't that convenient for me to not
I know.
to see it, right? And for
Did
you to
you-
point
did you
this
handle
out,
this
like,
I did.
I don't know. I don't know about that. Yeah, I don't think.
I'm gonna have to ask
Yeah, I
Brian. I'm gonna look over at
Yeah.
Brian. Does Brian verify this story or no? Because Morgan didn't see it.
I killed at
Brian-
least 2, maybe all 3 of them.
I can't do Brian's voice. Brian seems very lost in what Brian is doing in this book right now.
Okay, so I will put a question mark, and we'll have to go back to that.
I got like so many kills in that last one. I got like
11.
I want to say
feel-
like 11. Yeah.
Does anyone
That's what I
feel
have done.
guilty? Oh yeah, you took me down too, so that was great.
Didn't kill you.
But does anyone feel guilty that we just fucked them up when they were just like, I don't know, not going for kills?
I mean, I don't want to know what they were gonna do if they didn't kill us. Like, I don't
Yeah,
want.
what were they gonna do with our unconscious bodies?
I don't want
I
to
don't
know.
know. Maybe we accidentally stumbled into their like territory, and thus the best way to handle us, since we've broken the law, was to take us into custody. We resisted custody, and we instead killed their law enforcement instead of submitting to their nation's laws.
Well,
I feel like their laws are unreasonable. Since they dug under the hut to entrap everyone
entrapment
and
is certainly
beat us
illegal.
about the head to cause brain damage.
Look, if someone came up into
Unreasonable.
my house and started sleeping on my bed, I'd start bashing their heads in too. Be like, get the fuck out my bed.
But technically, technically they came into our house because they broke our floor.
house there.
They
They
took.
their house.
I saw no welcome to Grimlockville on any part of this forest.
I'm just throwing it out there. I don't want to dwell on it because that might.
Are you getting soft on us, Sofiane?
Yeah, you developing a conscience?
No, I'm hard as hell. Let's just move on.
Okay.
Sofiane is hard as hell and likes to fucking get fucked. We have learned a lot this rest.
We learned that episode 1.
Yeah, y'all have kept me from the village for far too long, so you're gonna get thirsty, Sofiane.
Morgan takes 2 steps backwards,
So does Seraia.
Like, I could have been back at the house getting me some, and now I'm gonna have to wait. How long? How long, Lorelai, am I gonna have to wait? 'Cause you guys
Indefinitely.
wanna go- See? There you go.
Let's go. You'll be okay. Maybe we can find you something in the
a
next.
mage hand or something.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
It
My
feels like it's
hand
someone
will
else. It's incredible.
Yeah, my hand will do fine, okay? I don't need a mage hand.
Have you tried it? How do you know?
It gets the job done. I don't need magic all up on it. Like,
Here's a very important question. Have you ever used your echo?
I mean, why settle for mage hand when you can go full on unseen servant? You know what I mean?
Right.
It's like
I'm not gonna lie, me and my alternate self in another timeline, if we had some private time, there'd be some shenanigans, but we seem to always
Is that what
be in
you
the same
do
tent.
when you separate from the group to go chase after something? Do you just take a pit stop?
Or when you take a watch by yourself?
Oh no.
So close thy ears and don't open your eyes when I'm taking a watch, because we're busy.
All right, should we get going?
Yes, please.
Yeah, and I'll summon
has just killed himself, so let's go.
I'll summon my shadow and high five him.
Oh god, gross.
yes, this very, very suspicious grin is appearing on Sofiane and the Echo's lips right now.
Yeah, we're like, we know what we've done.
We can't
my
undo the
God.
thing we've done. Heyo.
Yeah, that adds a whole new dynamic to whether or not it's masturbation. You know what I mean?
I know, right? Like,
Oh gosh.
All right, moving on. So, short rest complete. You can all roll hit die if you need to, and or these things that would restore do. So let me go ahead and short rest Brian here before I forget this. And yes, Brian is going to roll die. Let's see, how much does Brian recover? Thanks. Oops. Okay, Brian is full up again after 2 die, so that's awesome. Okay. So, moving on. Where y'all going? What are y'all doing?
Let us continue just off the path. Yes. Where is our final destination? We are going to that place the Drow told us. Yes.
Yes, Morgan, you said you knew more about that, right? The potential.
Yeah, that tower that we're going to.
Yeah, the entrance to the Underdark.
Yeah.
Krolgar Keep.
Yeah. It's in the like the scrublands, like right around it. Everything's like really dead and twisted, and the water's really like poisonous, so don't drink the water. And some people are rumored to have gone mad, but
well, I think we should.
A lot like this forest.
Yeah. Well, I guess we should keep going. But we should discuss what we're going to do as we're walking. Maybe what we're going to do about the people that are potentially still following us.
Yes. Are you interested in perhaps setting up some sort of trap and taking the fight to them?
I mean, if that's the only way that we can like reliably make them go away for a little bit. I mean, I can't imagine that they won't have like some like, what would it be, like a headquarters waiting for them to come back and report on us maybe. So I guess we would at least have a little bit of time if we did end up actually getting rid of them and killing them between when they're expected back and then between when they realize something's wrong.
That is interesting. Do you think that they report back where we store the refugees from? Because if that is the case, we are several days away from there.
Well, I'm not sure. I'm not sure if they have some means of like communication back and forth, or if they were just sent out on, if it was just this one group sent out on a mission to get us and the refugees. I'm gonna turn to the to Therazon and ask him and be like, whenever they send out hunting parties, did the hunting parties usually check back in, or do they usually just trust them to get the job done?
They would typically be gone for half a day. During the daytime, it was the Vic Mordair with drow leadership attached to them, and they would scavenge across the lands and find potential targets and bring in those they could. And at night it was predominantly drow, with a few Vic Mordair as well. Just due to the daylight and the night. But they were never gone more than half a day. They were very, very strict about changing over and making sure everything was operating smoothly.
Okay, so if they go back every night, so half a day, if they go back, then they would report back. So if they don't come back within half a day, then they'll know something's wrong, but we would at least have that. Depending on when we ambush them, we would at least have that half a day of like getting out, like hiding or something to throw them off, right? Ideally.
Here's my question. Let us say that we do this, and it is worth our time. The challenge is we need some sort of bait to draw them out and to draw their fire, but they stay at longbow range, so the rest of us, whatever it is that is not bait, once the attack begins and we can pinpoint their location, they will be far away, so we will also have to be far away and try to find them in the trees, like hundreds of yards away. I worry that is an unwinnable fight.
Yeah, I don't know how we would get them to come close. I don't know if we should pretend like our drow friend has turned on us and has captured us. That could be an option. I don't know if...
Good actor, though.
I mean, we could just sit on the ground and be angry.
But if we sit on the ground and be angry, what is stopping them from staying at range and just killing us with their longbows?
Well, I mean, that's whether or not they want to kill us or take us. I don't know if we necessarily know right now. Because I know back when we had the refugees, we found out that they wanted to pick off the refugees and then pick us off so that the refugees would be less protected. But I don't know if it's just us, if they would want to capture us or kill us. That's the problem. I don't know how important we are to them.
Let's just ignore them and continue going on. Like, I feel like their involvement...
Perhaps we think about this as a potential future option, but not a super pressing one. We continue along our journeys. If they find us again, what if, because it seems like we fight and they quickly dart away, what if the next time that happens, we all agree on one of them to follow to the ends of the earth? Is that a stupid idea?
I mean, they move much faster than us is the problem. In the trees, they go so much faster. So we would pick one, I assume, and try to follow, and then we would get lost, and then we'd be we'd lose our trail. We would be further off of our path, and it would take us longer to get back. Which is why I was hoping we could somehow entice them to come closer so that we could ambush them that way. But I don't see a world in which they would.
I think the question is
close.
The only way to figure out how to get them to get closer is to really understand what it is they want with us.
Yes.
If they just want to kill us.
Let us think about what we know. And there are some things that I think are perhaps being missed that may mean something, they may not. First, these raiding parties, these hunting parties that would travel out during the day over previous days before your arrival and everything that, well, kicked the hornet's nest. They were simple scouts. They would rarely, if ever, have one of their captains with them, unless it was a high value or particularly large target that they were attempting to subdue. The fact that they are sending 3 out, and perhaps more than 3 if there are multiple hunting parties. They pride and they cherish their spiders. They do not risk them lightly. And so I do not believe that they are operating the same way as they did when they were simply looking for captives amongst the forest and the hills. So that is of note, I believe. Also, if you paid attention, the last time we engaged them, well, they engaged us, you were able to kill one of their spiders.
Yes.
And if you watch what they did, you can learn from them, and then you can exploit what they do, because unless they have reason to change it, which they do not yet, they will not change it, at least reliably. So if you take out one of their spiders, then another one came in and picked him up. Well, what happens if you take out that second spider?
Yes.
Or the third spider? What do they do? Do they escape? Do they fight? We do not know. But if we take out their ability to escape, then they have to either deal with us or flee, and then when they flee, unless they have some ability I am unfamiliar with, they are no faster than we are, so at least we are on even ground. And the last thing is, I do not believe that they would travel far and wide from the keep. There is nothing there left at the keep for them. I believe that if they are sending out their captains like this, if they are traversing the roads, if they are hunting, they would be staying relatively close. In case they do find us, in case they do get an advantage, they would need to send word back quickly. Because I doubt the 3 of them alone would attempt to take 50 refugees and all 5 of you, as you have shown yourselves more than capable. So I believe there is most likely a larger body with them, within near range, to be summoned at a moment's notice. Now, what we do with that information, I am not sure, but again, it's about figuring out what you know, or what you can reasonably surmise, and then exploiting those weaknesses as they have been against us.
I have a crazy idea. Let us say that Therosan is right. The next time they target us, we target their spiders. We kill the spiders, make it impossible for them to adequately escape. We then kill 2 of the drow, leaving 1 alive. Lorelai becomes a small insect and latches on to that 3rd drow as that drow runs to headquarters, telling them all where we are. The rest of us hide somewhere else, do our best to make it so that they cannot find us where we are, and they are searching in the wrong place. Once Lorelai can understand their numbers, where they are, what their plan is, Lorelai can return to us, and we can launch an attack on their base.
The problem with that is that the drow that we would send back would know if I was a bug on them. There is nothing stopping them from squishing me and us having a one-on-one in the middle of the woods with nobody else around.
You are not stealthy as a bug?
I mean, but how would they not know? Because if we're all fighting them and all of a sudden I disappear, and then like they would, I don't see how they wouldn't know that I like suddenly turned into something, because they've seen me transform before.
Well, that's as simple. if you pardon me, if we kill 2 of them, we knock the other one out.
I mean, yeah, we could do that.
By the time he arouses, we are all gone, or at least out of sight, and you are on him. Or, if you do not wish to take that much risk, you have been excelling with this stealthy magic, so perhaps we could simply follow as a group. At least then we can choose whether to engage and win, and we know the battleground and can use it to our advantage rather than the other way around. Turn the law of surprise back against them, which, pardon the pun, well, they would not be expecting.
Yeah. I mean, we could, if we could knock him out, we could try that. I would just be worried about, like, what if this guy has, like, some, like phobia of a certain kind of bug? Like, I could be a spider, but what if he doesn't like small spiders? Like,
he would never kill a spider.
Do they kill spiders? Do they kill just normal, like, wood spiders, like regular spiders?
Generally, no. Not without reason. I mean, it's the more nuisance type ones. They suffer them in good grace. They don't have the same attachments as they do to the large, reverential.
But also, you know
ones.
that part of your back that you just can't reach. That's where you are.
Yeah, until I mean, we could do that. I would just be worried that they would get back to their hideout and then someone would see me on them somewhere, like flick me off. I take my damage and I'm back to myself and I'm dead. That's the one thing I'm worried about, because I mean, I would do it. It's just if I'm alone and I get turned out of that spider somehow, I'm probably dead.
You're right.
And if you guys don't follow, then I'd just be dead and you wouldn't even know.
You're right. So perhaps it is safer to just follow from a distance.
I mean, we can try it and you can follow from a distance and I can just be on them and I can jump off. Like, once we get to their thing. Or I could follow them in and, like, climb down once there's talking and, like, hide somewhere. We could try that. So, I don't know. We can talk about it more, but I don't know how long it's going to be before they try to attack us again is the thing.
You're right. I think we should try our hardest to prolong that inevitable conflict. But when they do eventually catch up with us, let's tentatively try to take the spiders first and kill 2 of them and see if we can just knock out a third, and then we have options.
Yeah, I mean, we could even try maybe to talk to him and see if we could get them to just, like, have him go back and just get him to leave us alone. Or
I doubt it, but we can try.
Yeah. I mean, we can try to talk to him first or just knock him out immediately. So.
You're right.
Okay, well, we'll discuss
Until
further.
Then, let us be stealthy.
Yes.
All right. So, the plan is to discuss it further as you move on. But for now, you're going to run parallel the road south and then turn east. And then who knows? Is that basically what I'm getting from you all?
Basically.
Okay. All right. Well, I'm rolling everything for the day, so I'm going to need 1 more perception check from you all.
Got it.
And then 2 random d20s. This is just rolling to get the whole day out of the way.
Perception is an 18.
I'll do a d20. Oh, if I can get it to...
I'm going to need 2 of those, Lorelai.
Okay. And one's a 4.
Okay.
And then the other one is a 15.
Okay. So, for the first stretch of the morning, from dawn until maximum sun, traveling along the road, you get all the way to the point where the road begins to bend towards the east as you're traveling around the outside of it. You do come across a small branching hunter's trail of sorts that seems to be well traveled. Probably the trail that you have known to exist that travels next to the western mountain range going off the beaten path. You note that of interest as you're coming up to noon for this first half of the day. Otherwise, more of the same: snow-covered trees, bushes, animal calls. You do from time to time hear that light skittering sound of spider legs in the treetops or the rocks around you, but you never come into contact with any of them. You never see any of them. So it is now midday. Has anything changed? Do you guys want to talk about anything or move on? Oh, and you're where the road bends towards the east.
Yeah, I mean, for me, they don't seem to be that much of a threat now that we don't have anyone to protect, so just roll.
Yes, and I assume, perhaps this is wrong, but we don't have to be super slow now. We can be normal with Pass Without a Trace.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so moving on.
Yep.
Okay. Traveling for the remainder of the day. Let me mark this out. You're still following the north road. You're not taking the Hunter's Trail or anything like that, or going just out in the middle of the woods, I'm assuming?
Right.
Yeah.
If that is the way to the keep, then that is the way to the keep.
Okay, so since you changed your speed, give me a normal stealth check. Everything else will stay the same. Cool. Okay.
28.
Sure. You don't even hear each other as you move east across the southern edge of the north road. Again, more of the same. Snow-covered forest, dark shadows around, skittering of spiders. They are following around. They are following you somehow without being able to pinpoint you, or they are just scattered everywhere throughout this region, hunting you, or hunting the refugees, or whatever. Again, you don't encounter them as the moon begins to climb up in the sky. It's starting to get late. Your bodies are becoming exhausted. About time to try and find somewhere to bed down, unless you want to push through the night and press your advantage at the risk of exhaustion.
At any
I'm
point,
cool
do
with
we
pressing my
see?
bench.
Yeah. Do we see any sign of the refugees along this road? Like the whole stampede of them? Do we see any of that?
Sure. So if at any point you would have gotten close to the road to try and inspect this, you would see very clearly dozens and dozens and dozens of this stream of large elk-like footprints, like a river flowing down the north road. They left a very clear trail.
Cool. Okay. So at the very least, we know that they're aware that there are people in front of them, so that might actually draw attention from us, which is good.
And the longer the day goes on, the more these footprints are covered in snow and starting to kind of wear out. So it went through quite a long time ago. Yeah.
What do we think? Do we think we push as far as we can go, or should we rest? There's no way we can get to the edge of this forest tonight.
I mean, I would prefer to rest just in case we get ambushed in the middle of the night.
I agree.
I mean, we
Brian,
could
can
keep
you-
going, but I don't want to risk it since we never really got to heal completely after the last one. It would just be like shooting ourselves in the foot at this point.
I mean,
Brian,
I'm
do you have
fine.
the
but-
ability to make another tiny hut?
Yeah, should be fine.
Okay, let's
Brian
find
voice?
someplace
Yeah,
not.
I'm gonna need that again.
Let's find someplace not potentially someone else's house.
Yes,
So-
let's find a place and then do a bit more of a serious inspection before we decide that is the place to put the hut.
Fair.
Okay. So you begin to kind of separate a little bit, still staying within eyes reach, as well. You need light to stay within eyes reach because it's now getting to the point where it is becoming dark.
Yeah, I got a torch.
Okay.
Light that puppy up.
So you're either, for the purposes of this, we're assuming you're either standing next to somebody with vision or you're having a torch, etc. So you can all see. You're separated around. The trees here are kind of thinned out a little bit, still relatively thick, still somewhat hilly. You start to spread around. Let's see, perception. Lorelai and Seraia. As you begin to wander about and look for somewhere a little bit safer, somewhere that hasn't been claimed already, you hear this strange sound, kind of this like low humming sound. It's vaguely reminiscent of something you heard in the recent past, but you can't quite pinpoint it. And it seems to be
Lorelai,
coming
do you hear that?
from
I
the
hear
west.
something. Coming from the west.
Coming from the west. As you pause and you listen more intently, it grows steadily louder, but it's still very, very quiet. And then you hear another one coming from the northeast. And likewise, one coming from the south.
Should we shelter rather quickly? Or should we find somewhere
I'm trying
else?
to remember what the hum. Oh,
Yes.
was it? The only thing I remember is those things that were attacking the bear. The flying things, did they make a hum?
The little fire creatures?
Yeah, did their like wings make a humming noise?
No.
Oh.
They did not.
I can't for the life of me remember what was making a hum unless it was like the tree.
Sofiane, do you remember some sort of humming creatures that we have fought recently?
The giants, I think, did a little hum, like they were humming on their way, like.
They were singing, yeah, they were like chanting something.
Yeah. Also, that big spider, maybe. I feel like that'd be appropriate.
Suddenly, out of nowhere, Sofiane becomes completely obscured from vision as black streaks go across his face, his body swarming around him. I need everybody to roll for initiative.
Again! We're gonna die!
Get you on the scene.
Please.
Sofiane drops his toilet paper. Ah, shit.
Shadow bats!
Shadow bats. I always hated shadow bats.
Look who is reading creature titles.
Well, we have
Alright.
to see him when we're on the roll initiative screen.
Yeah, I need to hide that. That's okay. All right, so, and you guys can see them all. Doesn't matter. They're coming in around you. So, everybody, their tokens on the map are not exactly where they are in the real life, because I thought I had them hidden. That way I can move them wherever I need to when I come to the scene. Moving on, one of them is already on Sofiane. Everybody, you were walking around trying to find somewhere to bed down for the night. Move your tokens wherever you would want them to be on this map amongst the trees as this interaction takes place.
I was probably next to Seraia, I want to say, since we were talking about it.
Sure.
Somewhat close.
Almost like
Next.
here.
I was on Morgan's shoulders.
And where's our
Morgan,
drop
was
band?
Sofiane on your shoulders?
Yep. This is how it was. I don't make the
Joey,
rules.
is
I just
Therason
fuck.
on this map?
Oh, good call. No.
You're just trying to see if he does something.
I'm waiting
Leave
for his
that
first
poor
attack.
drow alone.
How tall are
Therason,
these
you
trees?
notice Therason is kind of staying relatively close to Morgan, unless Therason has been interacting with Seraia about the rogue life.
Hashtag real life.
Hashtag rogue life. I'm just gonna drop Brian somewhere in the middle, y'all.
Yeah.
Okay, so are y'all good?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you would have had your echo out, Sofiane?
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm gonna stack. When I stack a token like that, that means that swarm is in that creature's space.
Okay.
Okay.
Gross.
That way you can still get to your token. All right, so everybody
I hope I
rolled
turn
for
into a
initiative.
vampire.
Let's see. So there's one from the west, one from the northeast, one from the south, and just for good measure, we'll put this one over here somewhere. That sounds good. Let me double check their character sheets, make sure that I'm doing this right. All right. So, Sofiane becomes completely obscured by this. This is going to be a surprise round because y'all did not perceive them. So this one is going to be a bite attack at Sofiane. That is a 16 to hit, Sofiane.
Yeah.
Okay. So that's going to be 5 piercing damage as this swarm envelops your space. You feel these kind of ethereal wings flapping against your skin and feel tiny puncture marks start finding all the nooks and crannies in your armor all over your body. This one is going to swarm on Seraia. This one is going to swarm on Therason. This one is going to swarm on Morgan. And this one is going to swarm on Lorelai. They can sense life, so they don't give a shit about the echo. All right, so bite attack against Morgan. That is an 11 to hit.
Nope.
All right, so you put your hands up and you're able to ward them off. Terrason, I need to remember Terrason's stats. 14 does not hit. Lorelai. Nope, that's a garbage roll. 8 to hit Lorelai.
Oh, okay.
And another garbage roll, 11 to hit Seraia. Okay.
I'm the only vampire.
Back to the top. Morgan, you are up. What are you doing?
Okay, I'm going to play with my newly silvered scimitar and my short sword.
You got it.
23 to hit, 4 damage.
Okay. You got it.
I'm swing at him again. 22 to hit,
Yep.
another 4 damage.
Okay.
Are they still around me?
They are. As you're slashing through with these two scimitars, you see they almost kind of like meld around your blade as it cuts through them. You do feel some resistance as though you are hitting things, but they're shifting around it to avoid taking the brunt of the damage.
Okay. Then for my bonus action, I'm going to Slayer Spray the Storm.
Okay, you got it. Is that it?
Yeah, that'll be it for me.
All right. Brian is up. Brian. Man, I hate not having another player here.
Yeah.
Brian's the only one not covered by a swarm, just like watching all of us get bitten by these bats.
Okay, so I'm going to roll a d4, see who gets inspiration as a bonus action. So Morgan, you have an inspiration. It's a bonus action. And then, oh man, Brian would probably be afraid to hit anybody. Balls.
Did you say balls?
I said balls. All right, Brian is going to take out Brian's short sword and come straight here because that's striking distance of 2 of them, and lash out with the rapier, try and do some damage to the one attacking Lorelai. That's an 23 to hit for 9 piercing damage. And likewise with this swarm, it kind of morphs around Brian's blade. All right, Lorelai, you're up.
Okay. I'm gonna try to go brown bear again.
Okay. Yeah, brown bear.
Just because it's a big thing with big paws and hopefully I can hit
Sure.
better.
All right, brown bear Lorelai is on the scene.
Okay.
Wait,
I'm going
bats.
to...
They're the brown
Just-
bear's predator.
Are they? Oh yeah. All right,
Large
I'm
thing
going
of
to
bats could carry away a bear.
multi-attack. Try and hit. We'll see. Oh, that's a 12 for the bite, which is 5 piercing damage.
All right.
And then the claws is a 14 to hit for 15 slashing.
Oof.
Okay, both hits.
Okay.
So damage. Okay, and then quick math.
20.
All right. Yep, you got it. All right, so you lunge, transform, and it kind of it swirls around you and morphs to your new shape as these bats are flying over, around, and almost it seems like through you as you lash out and snap at the air around you. Again, you find some resistance, but you don't seem to be able to find a real purchase like you do with a more solid entity.
Okay, that'll be my turn.
Okay. They are up again, so let's do this again. They're gonna keep biting and biting and biting.
I have one question. How,
Answer.
well, I don't think I can even use it, but how tall are these trees?
Average range is 30 to 40 feet. Uh-oh. What happened to teams?
Uh-oh. Did everybody just crash?
Yeah. I saw we lost everyone.
Yep. We lost all the video feeds. I have audio, though. Give it a second. You may want to try toggling your cameras.
All right.
Okay. Back?
Hold on. Thank you, Microsoft Teams. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Okay.
Darn you, teams.
Got a Julia. Keep toggling your cameras. I got a Julia. Yep, there's a Sammy. And a Mitch.
Yeah.
And a Lexi. Okay, we're back. Yeah, I'm digging the hand, Seraia. Okay, so yeah, these feet on average are 30 to 40 feet. Some are a little shorter, pretty thick,
Okay.
etc. Does that help?
Yes.
Okay. First attack against Therason is an 18, which hits for 3. And then we got an attack against Morgan. The swarm starts biting and attempting to bite and pierce into your flesh. I don't think they've found purchase yet, though, because that was an 11. Sofiane got a 17 against you. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. Did that hit?
Oh, yeah, it hits.
Okay, that's only 4 piercing damage. And then Brown Bear, 15 against you for 2.
Okay.
Seraia, 15 against you. Nothing. Okay, so you dodge out of the way. Now, when these bats swarm around you, Seraia, and they come in to attack you the second time, it's like they come in and then they start to peel off at the last second, as though they're rebuffed by something or pulling their strikes. But as they're swarming, you see that it's not as haphazard and chaotic as it is around the other party members. It's almost rhythmic around you, almost pulsing and following the form of your body.
Seraia's blood is the key.
Seraia, you're up. What are you doing?
Okay, that changes things. Okay. Is it possible to attack another swarm through my swarm?
Well, they're occupying your space. So
if I try to attack the swarm on the brown bear, would that be valid?
Yeah, sure, why not?
Okay.
I'm good with it.
Okay, so in that case, I will once again use my bonus action to cast Shadow Blade.
Okay.
And are we in dim light?
You're in
dark
darkness.
light?
Yeah, you're in darkness.
Great. So I get advantage on this attack, and I will attack the swarm around the brown bear.
Okay, you got it.
Here we go. Natural 20 on the attack, which is 15 points of psychic damage plus a double sneak attack as well. Double the dice on the sneak attack. So that would be 10, so 25 psychic total on the swarm.
That's a lot of psychic damage. All right. So, lash out with this blade. It kind of carves through, and as you do, you see this purplish energy streak out from the ones you hit into the others, and then the others, and the others, in this wave kind of ricochet fashion before they all start glowing, and then kind of swell in and flare out around from Lorelai. They disperse throughout the air, and you see these small motes of dark energy with this purplish grayish hue, and then they merge into the swarm on you.
Weird.
Yes, very weird.
If I try to move, does the swarm move with me, or does it stay where it is?
Which is weird.
It is staying focused on you. I'm gonna fix something
So if
here.
I were to shift, it would shift with me. I'm going to try to shift and see if it shifts with me.
Yes, it stays with you.
Then I will move.
Mama bat?
I don't know, but I will move over to Sofiane. and use my normal dagger to stab at the swarm, which is just a normal attack. I'm very confused, but we will give it a go.
Me too.
My bonus action, it's only a 10 to hit the swarm?
It is, let me double check. That does not hit.
Okay, so that is a miss.
So the swarm around you now is larger, and there's little streaks of this strange arcane energy imbued in it as it moves and morphs around your body.
Also, I actually totally couldn't do that. I used my bonus action to cast the spell, so I moved over there, but it didn't do anything.
Okay, well, it wouldn't have hit anyway, so yeah, but you're readying for it next time.
Yes.
Okay, beautiful.
It.
Sofiane, you're up.
That's my turn.
Yeah, I'm like looking at it. Is the bubble up yet?
What? Oh, Lima's tiny hut? No, that takes like 10 minutes to cast. Well, y'all never settled on a place.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I'm just gonna be like, all right, and I'll full defense. Like, cool.
Okay, so you're dodging, or I'm sorry.
Yeah, dodging.
Okay. You got it. All right, Morgan, you're up.
Okay, I am going to continue hitting the storm that's around me.
All right.
So 24 to hit for a total of 9 damage because my Slayer's Prey.
Okay. You got it. That is a hit.
I'm just gonna hit it till you tell me it's dead, right? Because I have 2
That's
more hits.
fine.
Okay.
Go ahead. You are getting the sense that you are having an effect, but it's going pretty slow.
Right. It's just all that I got.
Yep. 100%.
So an 18 to hit for 4 damage.
Okay. You got it.
And then a 9 to hit, which is gonna miss.
A 9 does miss. Yes.
Okay, that's it for me then.
All right. Brian is up. Brian doesn't know what the hell is going on with Seraia and Sofiane. Brian doesn't know if it's dangerous or not, but there is Lorelai, Brown Bear, and Sofiane, and Seraia looks like Seraia kind of knows what Seraia's doing, or maybe not. So Brian's gonna bust on over to Morgan and try to help out Morgan. So we're gonna do a rapier attack.
We're in complete darkness, right?
Correct.
Okay.
Let's say
Did
20.
Terrason roll for initiative?
That's a good point. I forgot about Terrason. I always forget about NPCs, y'all. Let me add him, and I'll give him
It's
a
okay,
turn
he wouldn't do
for
anything in
last
this fight
round.
anyway.
He would have attacked.
Ooh.
He would have attacked this time. All right, so let me resolve this real quick. So Brian's hit against the swarm attacking Morgan takes away 8. We'll do that. And then last round, Terrason would have had the chance to lash out twice with a short sword. Let's see what hits and what doesn't hit. Alright, so they both hit. And that's 11. And then he has combo damage, so it's... Give me a second. God, I hate math. I hate math. Okay. That's the first hit, and his initiative, he's after Seraia. Okay, so Brian gave the Bardic Inspiration to who last time?
Morgan.
Yeah, Morgan.
Okay. Don't know what the hell's going on with Seraia, so Bardic Inspiration to Seraia.
Sure.
Brian's done. Lorelai's up.
Okay, so that swarm is not on me anymore.
Correct.
Okay. Because I'm a brown bear, I forgot that I can't see in the dark.
Oh.
So once I feel that it is not like fluttering around me anymore and I can't see,
Sure.
I'm going to take the hit and end my wild shape early and reassess the situation.
All right, so wild shape's coming off.
Okay, and so I see. So this is what it looks like now. The swarm on Seraia is bigger.
Yep.
And then can I tell from looking at her that it's like acting weird, or does it just look like a normal, like what the other ones looked like?
Well, especially now that it's bigger and things aren't like the initial onset, oh my god, of combat. Yeah, you can see the difference.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna run over here anyways, and I'm gonna attack the one on Sofiane, but I'm gonna look at Seraia and I'm gonna say, Seraia, what are these bats doing to you? Are you okay? Are you getting hurt? Are you okay?
I don't know. I mean, they have attacked me, but they aren't doing any damage to me so far. I don't understand.
God, that's fucking weird. Okay, I'm going to just slash out with rapier. Wait, hold on. It's a bonus action to end wild shape, isn't it? I think I can just drop it at will.
I'm not sure. The bonus action to do it, I think you can drop it whenever. I think.
Yes, I think it is drop it whenever. Yeah.
Okay, we're gonna do
so
that.
I'll just use my action and rapier.
Okay.
See if I hit. Oh, maybe not. That's an 8.
No, unfortunately, an 8 does not hit.
Okay. That's okay. That'll be my turn.
Sofiane, you still have your torch out? Okay, so you're not dual wielding daggers?
No, I never dual wield daggers.
Okay, I'm making sure. Let me get you a torch here.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
There we go.
What the
Obviously, I am fucked. Okay.
It's very important.
So, in retrospect, sorry about that. I forgot about the light. You could have seen in the torchlight, Lorelai.
Oh.
If you'd like to take back the brown bear thing, I'm fine with that.
Yes, I would like to stay in brown bear if there is light.
You've got it.
And then I'll just do the same thing. I'll just multi-attack the swarm on. I'll just
That's
take back
cool.
what I said to Seraia and just multi-attack the swarm that's between
100%.
them.
If I make a mistake, that's cool, but I'm not gonna have my mistakes impede y'all from your awesomeness. Okay, you got it. Oh, I try to move it, you try to move it. You go ahead.
I just want to put it right here
Yep.
so I'm not stepping on Sofiane's face.
Sure.
All right, then I'll multi-attack again and see if I do anything. That is a 20 for the bite
Okay.
for 6 damage. And then a 16 for the claws for 7 damage. So total
Okay.
of 13.
You got it.
I'll make
Alright, same effect,
inquisitive
partially
bear
effective.
noises. Yeah.
All right, let's see. So I'm going to shift this swarm. It's still on Sofiane. I'm just moving the tokens around so I have a better visual here. So this one's staying on Morgan. Bite attack against Morgan. That is 13 to hit Morgan.
Nope.
All right. Yeah, these guys don't hit very hard or very good. This one against Terrason. 17 to hit does hit for 4.
Vampire.
All right. This one is attacking you, Sofiane. Still on you.
Disadvantage because of offense.
Disadvantage because you're dodging. Thank you. 9. Not even gonna roll the other one. This one that is swarming around Seraia, you see a piece of it kind of morphs out almost like a tentacle and flurries towards Lorelai and snaps out at Lorelai.
Rude as fuck, Seraia.
Oh, look, Seraia's hurting people again.
It's not me.
So that's a 19 to hit
That'll hit.
for 7 piercing damage.
7, okay.
Oh, man.
All right, and then it lashes out, and you see a whole bunch of tiny puncture marks, even through the fur that gets ripped away a little bit on the torso and back of Lorelai Brown Bear before it morphs back up into this spiraling cocoon-type rhythmic shape around Seraia. All right, Seraia, you're up.
Basically Gara, right? From Naruto?
What the fuck did you
The
pick
sand?
up?
Okay.
Did you make a deal with something, like in the middle of the night?
I don't think so. I am going to back away from the people
Okay,
over here. As soon as Storm follows me,
it stays on you.
and I will say, what do you want with me? Get the others off of my friends, and we will do you no more harm.
Okay.
And
I
that's
need you to give me a
it.
wisdom saving throw.
Ah, shit.
Big tall vampire lady, please. We just
That's
want to
an
visit
8.
your house.
Okay. So, as these things swarm around you and you reach out verbally or with your mind, doesn't really matter. You reach out, you feel their wings almost all kind of beat at once, and you get buffeted by air pressure on all sides, and this surge of energy comes from this and penetrates within, and your eyes roll in the back of your head, and you see a flash of that same peculiar, huge gem for your dream, and then drop unconscious.
Hey, it looks like the Drow's gonna do more than Seraia in this combat.
So now everybody else, you see Seraia plummet down in the middle of this, and this tornado of shadowy bat forms shimmering and melding around above her form. All right, Terrason is up. He is going to lash out once more at the entities around him. That is a 10 to hit, which does not hit. And then an 18 to hit, which does. So 2 quick short sword thrusts, and you see an X-type pattern carves through this form, and it explodes, dispersing. And then dark shadowy energy drifts across the battlefield, merging over Seraia's form and growing even larger.
Take me away.
All right, so Sofiane, you are up.
I'm gonna run and grab Seraia. And were we near any water? Is there a river like
There's
within
like
a mile?
Within a mile? Yeah, within a mile. There's a whole bunch of streams or runoff from the mountains that's cut through, and nothing especially deep or large, but there is running water.
But I can put a child into it, right, and push it under.
Probably.
Excellent. That's what I'm doing. I'm picking Seraia up, and I'm gonna just make a beeline for a river or a stream, whichever is closer.
Okay. So you're gonna move. This is gonna trigger. No, Swarm's gonna stay with you. So you can run over to Seraia, but you would need to penetrate this tornado of shadowy bats. Once you get up to the edge, you feel you try to like kind of push your hand through or emerge in the space, and instantly they start lashing out at you, snapping at you, attempting to draw blood. So you know if you enter this space to try and physically reach Seraia, you're gonna be getting attacked the entire step, every step of the way.
Let's do this.
All right.
Oh, he does care.
So you rush in. Let's see. The first attack is going to be a 13 to hit, which I'm assuming does not hit.
Oh.
All right, it's going to be 2 in and then 2 out if you choose to do this. So the second
That's
attack
fine.
is a 20 to hit, and that is going to
hits.
be 12 piercing damage.
Oh.
So you're pushing your way through this shadowy tornado, and you get to the point where you're now crouched down over Seraia as these creatures are slashing at your back and piercing your skin. So you pick Seraia up and try and go.
Yeah.
Okay, 2 more attacks. That's a 21 to hit
That hits.
for another 6 damage.
Ready?
And only a 9 to hit. So you pick Seraia up and you step and step twice more. That's about the limit of your movement. And they're staying on you, they're staying around you, they're staying around Seraia, and the entire time you are in this cone, which you will be the entire time carrying Seraia, you're going to be getting attacked.
Let's do this. So I'm going to action surge to make the dash action.
Okay.
And I'm also, as a bonus action, using second wind to get some heals.
Okay. So this is going to be a lot of rolls. You're going to get attacked every single square.
Let's do it.
All right.
Oh, Jesus.
So 5 feet attack. That is a 23 to hit for
Hits.
8 damage. 10
Alright.
feet. That is a 11 to hit.
Let me roll my
Okay, go ahead.
thing so I can catch up. All right, be like really good. Okay, that's all right. All right, so what'd you say? That last one?
Yeah, so the first one was a 23 to hit for 8, and the second one was
got
an
that.
11 to hit, so that doesn't hit.
Okay.
Okay, so you're at 10 feet. This is going to put you at 15 feet. This is a 16 to hit.
Yeah.
All right, roll damage. So that is 14 more damage.
Oh, am I a vampire yet?
So that's 15. This is for 20 feet. God, Sofiane. 17 to hit.
Oh, that hits.
You're just bleeding yourself dry. For another 11 damage.
And I'm down.
And you're down. So let's see how far did you go? You got 20 feet, right?
I should have threw her.
5, 10, 15, 20.
Just throw down the mountain or hill.
All right, so I'm gonna stack your 2 tokens, and you are unconscious, Sofiane. And these creatures are now swarming above both of you. This one, when you got into that tornado, this other bat swarm kind of stayed off, and now it seems to be headed towards Lorelai's direction.
I helped.
Okay. Morgan, you're up.
Okay, I'm just gonna keep whacking these people, these guys.
Okay, go for it.
Oh, a 9 to hit. This is not gonna do it.
Nope, doesn't do it.
Ooh. Okay, so crit my second attack
Nice.
for 9 damage.
Okay, and this is gonna have the crit table. I forgot about that. That's a thing.
Oh, right.
Yeah,
So we always
we've
forget.
been critting so rarely.
Yeah.
All right, I'll put that over here. All right, so let me do the damage.
Okay.
All right, damage is done. And you see, as you slice through this time, it's still morphing around you, but it's a little bit slower. It seems sluggish. Anything else?
Okay, I've got one more hit.
Go for it.
24 to hit
Nice.
for 7 damage.
You got it. You're chipping away at it. It is about half the size of the swarm as it was before. And you're seeing now, as you're slowly chipping away, rather than these massive bursts of damage that were being done, little pieces are kind of floating off and hovering around the main body around you. Just like you saw disperse and then reform over on the main body. So the similar effects happening, it's just happening slowly over time with you, because you're taking
Okay.
smaller chunks.
Okay.
Anything else?
Nope, that's it.
All right, Brian, you're up. Nope, Brian, you're up. Okay, Brian. Brian's gonna shift away from the swarm on Morgan.
Yeah, so here's Brian, all right? Yeah, I guess I'm gonna do that. Sure. All right, that's Brian in a nutshell. All right, I did
Brian
it.
yeses, I'm going to do that, sure. Healing word to Sofiane and then tell you to get the fuck out of there. So that is going to be 6 healing to you, Sofiane. So you are up.
Woo!
That's bonus action. And then because Brian sees this massive thing forming, is going to he is going to take they is going to take, I can't remember Brian. I know Shaybs, can't remember Brian. Crossbow shot at this swarm surrounding both of you to try and distract it, Sofiane. 17 to hit for 6 piercing damage. All right, that is quick math. Okay, got it. All right, Lorelai, you're up.
Okay, so this, the other smaller swarm that was on Sofiane is heading towards me, and I can, like, see it fluttering my way.
Yes,
Okay, I'm gonna sprint over and meet it.
you got
And
it.
I'm gonna multi-attack again. That's a 15 for the first hit for the bite.
Okay.
for 10 damage, and then 13 for the second for the claws with 6 damage.
Beautiful. All right, you do some damage. Still not super effective, but you're doing damage as it's you head on to start lashing out before it starts swarming around you. Okay. So, swarm on you is going to surround you, Lorelai Brown Bear. Fight attack against you. That is an 8 to hit, which is as low as Brown Bear AC is. I don't think it's that low.
Nope.
Morgan, return attacks against you as it's swarming. That is a 19 to hit for 6 damage.
Okay.
You see the swarm around Sofiane and Seraia shift and kind of, I don't want to say reverse their rotation, but it kind of has a similar effect visually, and it begins to rise a bit off the ground, and you see Seraia's limp body coming up with it, and it moves away from Sofiane.
Oh no, oh no, oh no.
All right. Seraia, you are unconscious.
Question, am I unconscious or am I dying?
You don't know.
Well, my perioperative wound closure stabilizes me if I'm dying, but it does nothing if I'm just unconscious.
You're still unconscious.
Gotcha.
You're taking a nap, a bat nap.
I mean, either way, you'd be unconscious. You would just either be stable or
That's
regular
true. That's
unconscious,
fair.
right?
Yeah, you're right.
Does unconscious take away your it's concentration for Shadow Blade, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
I assume my Shadow Blade is gone.
Yeah, it is. Okay. Terasan rushes over. Let me move this damn token. Work with me, token. Terasan rushes over to help out Morgan. Do short sword attacks at the swarm on Morgan. First one is a 17 to hit, which hits. Second one is a 14 to hit, which I'm pretty sure hits. Let me double check.
Yep.
Does hit. Okay.
Yeah.
It does. So, and again, combo damage. Let me do some quick math. That's going to be 18 for the first hit.
Down.
No, not you. Attacking the swarm.
Oh.
Terrazon's not attacking you. Attacking the swarm on you.
Oh. I was like, damn.
Even you don't trust him.
Turn on us.
And the second one. All right. So right in front of your eyes, this swarm swirling around you. Terrazon, all of a sudden, 2 short sword blades comes arcing through, and you feel this bit of liquid kind of scatter across your face a bit as these slices come through the swarm, and then explodes in these motes of energy, which then shift over and morph up with the larger swarm surrounding
Thanks,
Seraia.
Terasan.
Shouldn't talk shit to him.
Stronger.
Let me see.
Man, what the hell is happening? I don't even know anymore. What up, Triumph and Blunder? How y'all doing?
All right.
What's up, guys?
Did we get raided? Is that what happened here?
Yes.
Thank you for the raid.
Yeah. Triumph and Blunder.
Players are thoroughly confused, and I'm having a lot of fun. All right, Sofiane. Well, with that, Nerenaeus is going to look at you, Morgan, and say, "I don't know, but we must end it." And then dart off to the east and kind of go up against the tree, and you see he gets his crossbow ready. Sofiane, you are prone, but you are conscious thanks to Brian. This swarm is bigger and bigger. What are you doing?
And Seraia is levitating?
A little bit off the ground. It like somehow managed to pick Seraia up and levitate across the ground, moving Seraia away from you.
I have become fat.
I'm going to I'm gonna summon Alter Sofiane on top of Seraia, and then I am also going to jump on top of Seraia like I was like, I'll keep her down. You guys get the bats off us.
Okay, you got it.
Shut up.
Actually, hold on. Give me 1 second here. You summon. The Echo is going to take an attack for entering the space as soon as it does. So let's see if it survives long enough for you to transform.
Well, no, I summon it in the thing.
Okay, so you just make an apparate.
Yeah.
It's kind of iffy. I'll go with it. I'll review my notes on that later, so that's fine. So you do this, but that first attack is going to come on you now, which is a natural 20 to hit.
I reroll.
Reroll. Okay, I will reroll.
Cause I'm lucky.
Halfling luck.
Stupid bats.
Oh, fuck.
Speaking of bats.
Is it another 20? I'm going home.
It's a
Yeah, I'm going home.
That was another natural 20.
Oh my god!
Nice jail. That
And it
was a
actually has
terrible
one.
jail.
It actually has one more damage than the first natural 20 because it's rolled damage.
Oh god!
So you take 11 piercing damage. As soon as you jump on Seraia and push Seraia down to the ground, you feel dozens of these small puncture bites in your back, and then you lose consciousness once more on top of Seraia. Everybody else sees Sofiane do this heroic move, and then this blob of dark mass just swarms on his body, and then once they release away from him, he just kind of curls off to the side, arms splayed out, unmoving.
If I were conscious right now, I'd be having a fit.
I should probably get this torch off you. That would have been gone by now. Just, reasonably so.
On the
Okay.
ground, so
Yeah. It would have been on the ground somewhere, but we're not worried about that. Okay.
yeah, it's double A back. So
Alright, I gotta make Sofiane unconscious. Morgan, you are up. I'm just moving tokens to make Sofiane's token unconscious.
we
Okay, I am going to run to this tree by Therazon and pull my longbow and say, okay, what's the plan?
We either kill it or we kill her. I don't know which is the better option right now. But that thing is demonic.
I mean,
I feel like, should I kill a child or a bat? Like, bats are endangered.
Should
right?
I kill a
Like,
child that killed me? Like,
Killing
damn,
a child,
you're probably a bitch
killing
right now.
Seraia.
Right.
Yeah, and children aren't endangered. It's the bats that are endangered. So, I don't know.
It's just
Seraia
true. How
is
important are bats to the
in danger.
ecosystem around here? I will take my longbow and I will take a shot at the swarm.
Okay, you got it.
Probably only because I can't see Seraia through it.
That's fair.
You gotta clear some space. I get
I
it.
mean, if that's what you want to justify, mechanically, you can still somewhat see Seraia
I
through.
rolled a 1, so obviously Morgan's heart was not in aiming for the bats.
Are you gonna hit me with a 1?
I don't know. Am I?
A DM's not going to force that, but if you wanted to, go ahead.
I feel it comes up and just like sticks out of Sofiane's ass.
Yeah, I'm prone and under partial cover right now.
All right, Morgan, anything else?
No, that's all I can do. Oh no, I'll bonus action and put my Slayer's Prey on the swarm bats.
Do you have extra attack?
Oh yeah, I guess. Well, hold on. I don't know if that's just for melee.
It's not. Extra attack is
Oh.
2 attack actions.
Oh, then yes, then I do have it. Okay, 23 to hit,
Yep.
or what's that? For 15 damage,
Okay, you got it.
and then that would be it for me.
Small chunks with this arrow, it flies through. You see it kind of forms a tunnel as they morph around it a little bit, but some energy just disperse out the other side and completely dissipate. All right.
That's all I can do.
All right. Brian kind of rolls his eyes. Healing word on Sofiane.
Here we go. Oh my god. Healing word. Bink.
And that
There you go, I
is
No,
all
Brian
these
would say
spell
something
slots.
super hilarious.
Yeah, and I don't
and
have
then we
that in
go,
me right
but
now.
Brian wouldn't say that, but Shaybs says it.
Yeah, so this 7 healing to you, Sofiane, and then you hear Brian call out, "Last time, I'm not doing it. Get out." She's out of that. Okay. Lorelai, you are up.
okay. As soon as it goes dark around me, I'm going to go back to Lorelai, even though
Okay.
the swarm is still around me.
Okay.
And where are they still trying to? Is that swarm still trying to take Seraia? Like, have they stopped at all, or are they still like slowly moving?
They stopped, and then Sofiane did Sofiane, and you start to see the same kind of levitating, moving form go with them.
Okay. I'm gonna call out to everybody. I'm gonna say, should we just let it happen and follow? Because I don't know if we can.
No, just keep attacking the bats.
Okay, I just.
Sofiane says like this.
Yeah.
What can I do? I'm going to use my drow magic, and I'm going to cast Fairy Fire on the swarm.
Okay.
Does someone have a spear or a scimitar I can use? Because I could pin this girl down into the ground with it.
So, I don't know. It's a dexterity saving throw of 12.
Yep.
I don't
and
know
roll
if
to
it's
6.
Okay, so they're outlined in on the Fairy Fire light.
Yep. Everything starts glowing, and you see now more than ever what was like a dark, shadowy blur of movement. Now you see more definite form, although it's still wispy along the edges by the wings, of what appears to be hundreds, if not thousands, of these shadowy bat-like figures.
Oof. Okay, well that's gonna be my action, but I'm gonna try to approach over here, even though my little baby swarm is still on me.
It is.
Okay, that's gonna be my turn.
All right, baby swarm is attacking you, and that is. Oh, nope, an 8.
Nope.
And once again, the swarm is going to move with Seraia. All right.
Is it moving next to me? Can I attack of opportunity this bitch?
You can if you want to.
Yeah.
Go for it.
Let's see. Is a grapple an attack, or can you not do that?
You can't grapple this. No.
Okay.
And the opportunity attack, I'm pretty sure, is just regular attacks.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. All right then.
Because grapple counts as a special melee attack.
Yeah, I'm just gonna like slam the dagger down onto Seraia and hoping, not the dagger, sorry. I'm gonna use my fist to just kind of smack her down, back down to the ground. Like
I only
fucking
have
wake
so
up.
many ribs.
All right.
Get your shit together.
Any attack roll has advantage
It's true.
for Fairy Fire for right now until they're out.
But instead, he's punching me into the ground.
All right. So well, if you're attacking Seraia, you're automatically gonna hit because Seraia can't dodge and very
cool,
slowly
cool.
moving. So you trying to pin Seraia to the ground, and then as you do that, these bats lash out at you in return. That is a 15 to hit you.
Me?
Yeah.
No. Ha!
Good. That's very good. Okay. So you hit Seraia, but you can't keep Seraia still as it kind of gets pulled away from your fist. The Soraia's dress getting jerked out of your grasp as it gets jerked away by the swarm.
Seraia, you're going nowhere.
All right. So Seraia, you are still unconscious. Karasan is going to take 2 hand crossbow shots following Morgan's lead at the swarm. First one is a 17. Gotta hit combo damage. Second. Okay. First one's gonna be 10. Second one is going to, God, that's big. Second one is going to be 15. All right, so these crossbow bolts fly through. Explosions of energy go out and disperse around. Karasan, continue this conversation with you, Morgan. I've never seen anything like this, but perhaps. No. That doesn't make any sense. Sofiane, you're up.
What the fuck does he know?
So if I can, I'll summon Alter Sofiane on top of Seraia.
Okay.
Okay. You got it.
And
Again.
yeah, I gotta keep her. How far is she up?
30-ish feet from you, because you were right next. Oh my god.
What?
No, go ahead.
Hold on, what? What?
Go ahead.
Oh, now I'm
Forget something in
scared.
their
What
stat
is-
block.
Let's turn into vampires, please. I'm gonna try to jump to get this person. To get Seraia.
Okay, so
I forget how high. How
you
hard
summon
a
the
high
echo.
jump is.
The echo on top of Seraia. Seraia is only maybe a foot off the ground.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Oh, all right. If that's the case, then
Yeah.
I'm going to get on top of her.
Okay, so you're gonna bamf back into the center of the swarm.
Yeah, and this time I'm going to put my hand down into her mouth so that if I do go unconscious, I'm not falling off that easily. So I'm just like, all right, I'm really sorry for this. I'm just gonna go.
I now have like 3 cracked ribs and 3 chipped teeth.
Just kind of deep in there.
Okay, so as soon as you teleport, you have your hand cocked back and ready. You teleport, and then wham, slam your hand towards Seraia's mouth. You put your hand in her mouth, and then you start getting swarmed and beat again. And I said, "Oh my god!" because I rolled another natural 20.
Oh my god!
No bullshit. No
I
bullshit.
can't do this again.
You definitely can't, because Brian's not going to heal you again.
Yeah, Brian's got nothing. So that's 12 damage to you.
Alright.
So I'm pretty sure basic math means you're unconscious again. Yes or no?
Yeah.
Okay.
I am.
Okay.
Where the fuck are you going, Seraia?
Jesus.
To my
But
destiny, let me
my
go.
hand deep enough to give me that leverage that I am still with Seraia?
You don't know you're unconscious. Morgan, you're
All
up.
right, come on, hand. You can do it. I got big knuckles.
Okay, so I'm going to ask Erzan, like, what are you talking about? What doesn't make sense?
The bats. I have only ever heard of them being summoned and enthralled by Jarl clerics of Nereneus. And it is said that they can only be controlled by their master. But Seraia, I do not believe, is a drow cleric, nor their master, but the only one who can exert such influence besides those who summon them. It must be Nereneus.
Would they have to be close by?
Nereneus is everywhere. The
Do I know
goddess Nereneus.
Oh.
This does not bode well for us or Seraia. Or there's more to Seraia than she is letting on. Alright, that's enough
Yikes.
talking.
Yeah, I'm just gonna shoot my longbow at it.
Seraia, who
Okay.
the fuck is your mom?
19 to hit for 4 damage.
Okay. Did you do slayers on this or no?
Yeah,
I think
yeah. Let me roll it. I
Okay.
had to make sure it wasn't.
You're good.
It's just a weapon attack. It's not just melee. So
Okay.
for an extra 2, so 6.
Okay. You got it.
And then I'm gonna shoot it again for 21 damage for 5. 21 to hit for 5 damage. Sorry.
Okay. You got it. Let me
Okay.
do that math in my head. Boop. Okay. So, 2 longbow streaks come out. They tunnel through, and you see more bits of arcane shadowy energy, like tendrils, escape the other side and dissipate. At the same time, you hear Lorelai kind of gasp. Lorelai, this swarm around you twists up and bamps and then reforms into this other swarm, swelling larger and larger before silently collapsing in on itself and streaking down straight into Seraia's chest, disappearing within. And that's where we're gonna end tonight's session at.
Yeah. My question is where's Sofiane's hand?
Up his own ass.
That was last night. I can't.
Oh man.
Seraia, who is your mommy?
I know it isn't a tall, thick vampire lady, because I am all about those episodes.
Listen, I'm an orphan. I don't know. I don't know this shit. Oh God.
This is about a movie.
Oopsie.
This is for Mama.
I think I'm actually an elder god and have forgotten my true destiny, which is to breathe the world in shadow.
So why are we fighting against it? Oh my gosh.
Yeah, now that we have our Seraia's new destiny, we're just going to throw all of our plans in the garbage and just follow her on her path of world domination.
Yeah.
That it could get behind. That's money. It's money in the bank.
I want cool bat powers, but I just want the really stupid ones. Like, I can hang upside down for a long time without the blood rushing to my head. Bat power.
Do you know if you hang upside down for long enough, your eyes explode?
Not if I have bat powers.
It's a fun fact I like to tell people. If you hang upside down for long enough, your eyes will explode.
Do you know what that time frame is?
It's a couple hours, I think.
You know that she's
Only one way to
saying
find
this
out.
while looking like to the right of her computer as if she's looking at someone like for
That's
reference.
where my teams is.
Yeah, my boyfriend's
Definitely
still
not.
going
Yeah, it's like 8 hours in, so
Oh my god. But that was fun.
That was a good
was
good
fun.
sesh.
that went places I didn't anticipate, and
I thought
I'm
we were just gonna
glad.
have to.
Yeah.
I thought we were just gonna have to watch you get kidnapped and follow.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know about you guys, but I feel completely in control. I know everything that's going on, and I'm not at all interested to see what happens next.
Yeah, you're just gonna wake up on the ground with Sofiane's hand in your mouth.
I'm be like, can I help you?
How's it going?
It's all fun and games till you realize his hand tastes like salt and you don't know why.
He has not
No,
watched.
she will know why.
Yeah, because of that conversation earlier.
The echo.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Woof.
So, I know you guys said you enjoy it, but anything in particular, good or bad about tonight's session? Just real quick.
I like getting more info on Seraia's potential backstory.
Yeah, same, bro. I'm very, very interested in what the fuck this means, and I have no idea what it could mean, which is very exciting.
I mean, Sofiane has an inkling. Orphan with uncontrollable magic, all alone, little child. Like, that's
Tomorrow.
edgelord screaming. Yeah, like, it is. Someone needs to watch this child.
Try to
Watch
switch
it.
things up a little bit with the combat in
I
both
like it.
cases.
I liked it.
So, that's good.
Yeah.
I love that I was drowned by Lorelai.
Sorry.
I said one day I'll get the next time you're off the hook.
So that is now 2 of us who have killed Sofiane.
I killed 11 of those things, okay? I killed 11.
3. I killed 3. I think.
We're still waiting on verification.
I killed at least 2.
Yeah.
I think I killed 3.
My body count is huge.
Look, kids exaggerate a lot, all right? And Lorelai's a druid. They don't know how to count, so we can't really confirm that.
That's true. That's canon.
Yeah.
I can't count.
We're taught by like what, sheep or something? No, we can't trust that.
Lorelai can count. Lexi can't count for shit.
1 to millions. Yeah, it was a fun show.
Shaybs, we missed you.
Yeah,
Yes,
we did.
Shaybs, hurry back.
I don't think so.
Sleeping.
Also, if this isn't a thick vampire lady,
Yeah, so whatever you had planned for whatever, like, Naranus or whoever looks like, whatever you have planned, she has to be a tall vampire lady now.
thick,
She has to.
tall
Thick.
vampire
9 feet
lady.
tall, thick,
Thick.
big boobs.
Guys, I'm telling you,
A nice
Naranus
Sunday hat.
looks like a 16-year-old half-elven albino.
Not in this world. Not in this world. Very upset. All right. THICC. Thick.
All right, well, I think that's about all the time we have for tonight. So everybody, thank you for coming out. Love you all very much. We'll be back. Well, I'll be back. Unfortunately, none of these amazing players will be back, but other amazing players will be here Thursday night at 8 p.m. Central, starting for Odyssey of the Dragonlords, the other FableForge campaign here on Penny for a Tale. Please, if you haven't done so yet, join Penny for a Tale's Discord and follow them on the Twitters and all that stuff. We have several other Twitter accounts here. We have Sammy, Lexi, and Mitch's Twitter accounts. So you find them as well. If we don't have links yet, we need to get links. Mitch, putting that on you, because I'm not the channel person. I'm the D&D person. And me, I'm Dicey Bard on Twitter. I also have my own Twitch channel where I play video games and talk about D&D when I get a chance to stream, which is rare. Last but certainly not least, if you enjoy FableForge and are already supporting Penny for a Tale and have a couple extra cents to throw our way, we have our own Patreon. That would be amazing. So you can Google that and find that. But all right, I'm excited for next session now.
Me too.
Yeah.
Love you guys. Y'all take care. Thank you for joining us tonight now or on YouTube, and we will see y'all next time. All right, bye everybody.